We're thinking.
We sure are.
We're thinking so hard.
And all of my thoughts are, God, she's so hot.
Right. Right. She's been waiting.
Right.
She's been standing there staring at me, judging me for missing last week. But we're back.
I need to talk about how hot she is every time we reach the screen.
Correct. You're right. You're right. And you should. You're so right for that. We should all.
Wow.
We know what happens when we don't. She really is so... Right, Chris? Right? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then today, maybe even more hot women, because we left off at the hostess club.
Yeah. We're here to bully Reyes. I forgot I put this keychain on. Just I was looking it up to show you. Is this what we're about to do? Is this what we're about to do to Reyes? We'll see. We shall see. So, the hell is that supposed to mean? Oh, Han.
That's what I said. Another hot woman.
Oh.
You can't enter the crime scene until you pass our security clearances. I forgot what voice I gave her.
Hey, you gotta be... You're a drug-pushing lowlife. Why would I need your permission to go anywhere? Uh-oh. The girls are fighting.
I take offense to that. I've never worked in pharma.
Oh. Han, not the time to be a smartass. London looks good in pink. Reyes, it'll only take 30 seconds.
The girls are fighting.
You're serious? This is reality? City's expecting Bluebloods to keep a crime scene secure? They're the ones committing the goddamn crimes.
Hey, if that's your criteria, half the police force should be disqualified.
I mean,
she's
got
right.
a point. Yeah, she's got a point.
Or is excessive force not a real crime? Or battered spouses not real victims?
Ooh.
This assault's only assault when it's a real person on the receiving end.
Oof. Sinus is legitimate, Reyes. All the paperwork's in order and signed by our bosses. These idiots are walking around barehanded and knocking shit over and leaving trash all over the goddamn place. Should we give them badges while we're at it? Let them investigate crimes, too?
We already investigate crimes. Yeah, you think the police usually care what goes on down here?
Yeah, honestly.
Have any idea how many missing teens there are in the lower wards? No, because we find them. Because we actually give a shit about the people who live down here.
Oh, and I'm sure your prices are very generous.
Better their parents get a bill from us than a letter of condolences from you.
Where are the cat girls? I was promised cat girls. Hi, Jay.
Cat girl soon.
Until we get cat girls, I give you this to tide you over.
A bunny.
We get Bunny. Banui.
No.
Banui Reyes.
Oh, sorry, man, but he looked suspicious as he was running away.
On, not helping. Reyes,
Good
let's
thing I'm
calm
not
down.
here to help.
Sorry that I'm not calm when we got an actual orca stomping all over the scene when a cop was murdered.
Last I counted, there were 5 bodies upstairs. Both your eyes broken, or you just not recognize anyone without a badge as human.
Damn, Han, let her cook.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Nothing for it. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
The iron seems very hot in this instance, Adonai.
Sorry to interrupt, folks. Don't mind me, I'll just go and take another look upstairs. Now you? Hey, why not? You nearly died once already today. Why not let these orcas give you the tour? Was that you giving me permission? No! You and London should both be at a goddamn hospital or whatever, getting debriefed.
Oh, she's worried. doesn't need your permission. She has mine.
Because she is hot.
And you can go right up ahead, upstairs. Why haven't you called me, Morgan?
Walk over me again and I'll break your finger.
They're not recording right now. That sounded like a threat.
You want to hear a threat now? Clearly. This isn't going to work. So, Han, why don't you head upstairs and wait for Morgan?
I don't take orders from you.
Who do you take orders from? Want me to give them a call? Let them know you're going around kicking hornets' nests and scratching your head over why everyone's getting stung?
Whatever.
Think you just walk away after the shit you said? Turn around and take a walk. Sunshine. But if you think for even one... Not kidding, Farah. Take a walk. Forget it. You all can go to hell for all I care.
Sarah's so upset.
Oh, not you. Sarah's the exception. For God's sake.
Sarah is free of sin.
Yes. Sarah has done nothing wrong in her life ever. Sorry about the bad timing. No, that was gonna blow up no matter what. Situations like this require compromise and raises.
Uncompromising.
Sarah's wondering why her many parents are fighting, right? At least you're around to balance her out. Might be the most compromised cop I've ever met.
That was not a very nice thing to say, but she's right.
Blow. It shows you haven't met that many cops.
Yep, just those two.
I'm surprised you're still welcome around here after what happened in the courtroom. Oh, Bresson. The Bluebloods are a big organization, and Bresson was pretty firmly on the other side. Guys like Han who work at the gray areas might as well live in a different world. If you say so. Just didn't think the Mafia would all allow the death of one of their own to go unanswered. I sent him into a courtroom packed with police with a modded arm that only had one shot. I don't think they're surprised he didn't make it back.
Will Detective Reyes be alright? She seemed angry.
More so than usual. Yeah, she'll be alright. Blowing up, yelling, cursing, that's nothing. Practically healthy. The ones who go quiet you gotta worry about. Damn, London radiates just, like, seasoned wisdom.
Guy who knows things.
Yeah. Brings you back here anyway.
They're pursuing leads.
Determined face. Sounds serious. Not Chopin. Anyone go digging into Chopin after my implications earlier today? Lady Rockford will probably take it seriously, if only to cross it off the list. But other than her, I think you mostly just piss people off. Lucky for you, I was able to convince some techs to confirm your soundproof Windows theory, but,
Okay, updated autopsy report for the windows.
Yeah. Windows and doors are all effectively soundproof and closed. Neat. Don't expect to be welcome at City Hall anytime soon. I hadn't counted on it. Whatever else he's innocent of, Chopin did get here better than before anyone else, and no one knows how. Look, if he really did get some kind of coded message or secret text, no trace of it in any comm logs on his personal devices. Didn't come from any of the tech we've examined on site.
Have you found any secret passages on the premises?
Afraid not, little lady. One point
Murder mysteries are allowed to have a single one of them.
One of them, yes. And we haven't found any yet. And
Gallery cutting noises.
I'm imagining this was just London giving Sarah a chip for asking an ingenious question.
For being such a polite young lady.
Yeah, Like giving a kid a piece of candy for being good.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Secret passages in what world? Was that your whole story back in the courtroom? You and Reyes happened to be in the area. You don't want to take my word for it, Reyes will tell you the same thing.
It doesn't seem like she'd want to talk to Adonai at the moment.
Can you tell me exactly what you two saw when you arrived? Ted 999 went out around 10:15 p.m., telling us that Chopin's heart had stopped. We dashed across the street to an elevator. We were descending at 10:17 p.m. when Rogers reported that he was dead. 10:21 p.m. we approached from the front of the building, with the door ajar, lock blown in, and Sunshine and I started clearing the first floor. We didn't hurry up to the third floor where the dead cop was. Like I testified, Chopin had flatlined and his own partner had confirmed it was no false alarm, and we couldn't do anything for him. Rogers had already apprehended the suspects, so SOP is we focus on securing the area and clearing the premises. Oh, level-headed.
So the Officer Rogers we saw in court today really did take down Sosuke all by himself? Even though he is so sopping wet?
Like, literally, he would fall apart in the washing machine.
I think Sosuke could bend him in half.
I think Sosuke...
Like how I want to bend him in half.
I think Sosuke could tie him into a pretzel. I want to put Huey in a washing machine and put him on the spin cycle. Do you think Rockford can reduce the police's salaries? See, Lady Rockford is polite enough that she would not. Like a Manfred von Karma sort of deal.
Yeah.
Emma's a good one.
One of the good ones.
One of the good ones. Yeah, charged in and pistol whipped him right on the head. I assume you found that the first floor was in fact clear. Yeah, all these vaults are empty. Didn't wait for Sinus to show up with spare keys. Surprised you didn't throw your back out kicking down doors. Sunshine helped. Besides, they weren't all locked. They weren't? Yeah, I remember that. That one there was unlocked. Room 107. Nothing inside there either, though. Guess the Bluebloods missed a lock on a nightly roundup or something. Sinus has unlocked every door in the building at this point. I first walked down this hall when I walked out of the front door later. How did this hall look then? If you manage to find some kind of silent alarm, I'll be impressed. Prove that Chopin was dirty, I'll be floored. Even then, how the hell are you going to convince a jury that anyone other than Sosuke killed him? It'll be difficult without accounting for the 4 dead Bluebloods as well. Take it all in words. If you take it all, you take it all.
If you take it all in Abyss.
And shuffle
Not
up
a very good game, by the way.
All in Abyss is a game of all time. Let's rate this instead.
Inferior Yuri poker.
One vault door is unlocked when he and Reyes at the scene of the crime. He has a physical key like all other doors. Suspicious was found in this or any of the other locked vaults. That's just a metal door. For some reason in the gray tone or something, it looked like a landscape almost.
Yeah.
But no, that is a metal door. Starts seeming plausible as an internal issue, don't you think? What do you... I'm gonna pitch this as the Youngbloods and Old Guard going at it? Over what?
Viva la revolution.
Yeah. Hashtag eat the rich. The juicy bait that Chopin literally died over. Proposition 492. What's there to disagree about? The project would put money in everyone's pockets. My theory's correct, and Chopin was killed because the Youngbloods didn't want the Old Guard abandoning them. The Old Guard have always hedged their bets on the Little Lord returning. Does that mean the Redding plans to profit off Prop 492 were a Youngblood conspiracy? It was word tucked inside Creek's safe before I arrived. Well, good hunting.
You won't be joining us?
Not this time. Gotta go pump the brakes on Sunshine before she finds a bar. Try not
Crowbar?
to... Crowbar. Trying to piss off the Bluebloods with any more wild accusations while I'm gone. I would never. Take care. That goes doubly for you, Sparky.
Oh, what does Sparky mean, by the way?
It's a nickname, because you're so bright.
Aww.
Oh!
Name.
I guess people are always calling you ads, whatever they like, huh? Sorry, could have asked first.
Consent King!
Yes! Based London.
What do you mean?
I'll just call you Sarah.
But it's my nickname. You gave it to me.
Oh.
You can't just take it back. She
Well.
baby, Your Honor.
Well, okay then, Sparky. What the hell? Did you hate spearmint that much?
That is... I would never want to seem ungrateful.
Adonai, why'd you nickname me after toothpaste? Like the smell starting to fade. Anyways, blood.
Yay, blood.
Yay. Barely even the memory of blood now that so many feet have trodden through here. Thing lasted forever. Miss Han? Oh no.
What? No, I already called you this morning. No, they're not. Nope, they're not. Being paranoid. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'll call you tonight. Bye.
Didn't mean to interrupt another lover's quarrel.
Oh, what? Oh, no, that was... Dementia meds aren't working. They get confused this time of day. Aw.
Sorry.
Forget it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna turn my phone off for a minute and forget.
Mm.
Oh. Cute android, by the way. She single?
On she's baby.
Oh, Sarah! Oh, what's up?
Ways of going about this, but none of them are surefire. Might as well start out big and see if there's anything to this theory. I am head-patting Sarah with my mouse. He's so precious.
Fantastic.
The Bluebloods use silent alarms.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for telling us.
Oh.
Sure.
I'm actually going to need a bit more than that, Miss Han.
It's just Han.
Did Creek have a silent alarm? She's hesitating all of a sudden. Is she unsure of the answer, or did she just give her first answer without thinking about where it would lead?
Nothing like that installed in the building. Though installed elsewhere? Well, Arx would have chewed it up and spat it out by now. The Arx is not flawless. It can miss things. Oh, look. You see the level of tech we Bluebloods have? It's secure, but it ain't subtle.
True. An Horka-run security firm won't have quite as much luck hiding their subsystems from the police as David Asher did, Sarah.
But the Arcs can miss things that aren't tech at all. Analog alarms.
Ooh. A silent alarm that's analog?
Let me know if you figure that one out. Either an alarm is analog and loud or digital and silent. Unless their analog alarm is just a guy looking at things. They don't mix.
She's defensive, but her logic is sound. What if someone has a mod that's a silent alarm? Where'd she get from the
Like
other end
interacts with
then?
some sort of internet server?
Yeah, possibly. Approaching from the other angle, then. How could an analog silent alarm possibly function? Like, the eyeball mods that Morgan specifically smashed his head in. Smashed the head to destroy. So we can't really process any of that. Imagining Creek having a string can phone because it's not tech. Just leave the string out of the window and give it a few tugs. Literal alarm, but one that can't be heard under normal circumstances.
A dog whistle.
Oh.
Just attaching a dog whistle to a string.
Yeah.
String can.
Just blowing it.
What a horrible smell in here.
Like a dog whistle.
Am I a genius?
We're thinking so hard. Hmm? You once bragged to me about your sense of smell.
I don't think I was bragging.
Could have sworn you puffed your chest out at the time. Doesn't
Like
matter.
right now.
Yeah. I asked you to sniff something out. Could you find it?
What would you like me to look for?
Still don't have a clear picture of what happened after I left, but there's one thing I know should be here that hasn't turned up once yet.
It's been too long since I saw Creek alive. I don't know.
Right. I know the knife is a thing that is gone, but can't really talk about it because it was our knife. I know there's also the cigarettes too, which were tanks. I feel like the knife would be harder to track down via scent. But thinking.
I mean, if we're going by smell, maybe it's the cigarette?
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning toward cigarette. If we're making Sarah sniff, I would agree with cigarette. The knife is definitely missing. Cigarette, I think, was also missing.
Yeah, a knife I don't think would smell awfully different from keys.
Right. Creek would never use a dog whistle. He's not a big True. Creek is based.
That's why we love her.
That's why we love her. Okay, so cigarette. Going a cigarette.
Become dog girl.
Become dog girl. Thinking time over. I took that cigarette with me when I left. I tossed it in a trash can after 3 rail stops. Send Sarah sniffing off for it. Okay, fair.
Dang.
Right.
Well, at least we didn't lose chips.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm the only one who knows about the knife. I don't know where it went. I do know it had plenty of blood on it when I last saw it. Oh, okay. I want you to smell the blood.
Adonai, do you really need me to help you find blood in here?
Neutral scowling. Not asking you to sniff in here. I want you to smell out the window.
I'll try.
We need a Sarah sniffing animation.
Snarf. Sniff.
We need Sarah sniffing the ground and walking ahead slowly, like Bloodhound style.
There are many strong smells in this part of the city, Adonai. Help her. There is something truly unpleasant as well.
Sniff.
Something beneath this fire escape. You mean the dumpster?
Okay. Now go fetch. Morgan!
You could ask nicely.
Oh, wait, Sarah.
Yes?
It's a very old, rusted fire escape. Take the stairs.
Yeah, don't injure your $1 trillion body.
You're too heavy.
As you command, Adonai.
She gumpy. Un instant.
One instant.
Several minutes later, Sarah returned, looking worse for wear and seemingly bad mood. Did Wade comment bother her that much?
Adonai, I do not like digging through trash. It is not a dignified way to investigate, but there's always evidence in the garbage.
Right. Just because we make the dog girl joke doesn't mean you can call her a dog, Morgan, right? Be nice to your daughter. Digging in people's trash is the basis of all good investigation.
Yeah, I'm gradually unlocking more swears.
Yes.
Not all of them yet. Easy for you to say when you're not wearing all white.
We are slowly giving Freya experience points to unlock the full swear skill tree.
Mm-hmm.
He's making
I
good
become
progress.
able to say the word shit.
He's making good progress.
I can't say the T part, but I can say shit.
Yeah, 90% there. Did you find something?
Yes, I found garbage.
My knife. And it's charred?
I found it amongst the ashes of a blackened steel drum below the fire escape.
Shiitake mushroom.
Do we try to dispose of the knife by melting it? It seems to have been the site of a fire.
That sounds familiar. Wasn't there a barrel burning in the alley when I first scoped the place out?
There were signs of a chemical flame retardant being applied to the barrel.
Police must have put the fire out when they first secured the scene. Meaning the knife wasn't in a fire all night, but still.
There does indeed appear to be blood on this knife, Adonai.
Oh, that's a good...
But I mean, you know how crime is in the lower wards. This could be anyone's blood.
Right.
So how did both the police and Cyanus miss it?
Could be anyone's blood. Hope this isn't Chris's blood. Their noses aren't as good as yours, evidently. Yeah.
That is true. But they have drones and dogs for this sort of thing.
Yeah, but they have to actually use them. They'd have no reason to search the vicinity for a bloodied knife if they found a sword sticking out of a corpse's midsection.
Shall we ask the police to check for fingerprints?
Fingerprints are mostly oil and sweat. Fire evaporates them both.
Then...
We have to test and see whose blood is on that knife.
The DNA is damaged by heat as well.
Sarah Lickett. You know, before DNA analysis, blood had another forensic use.
You mean blood typing?
DNA on that knife might be too damaged, but modern analytical tools should be able to at least identify blood typing. Do not show Sarah the Fruit Loops commercial. She'll be quoting, "Follow your nose" all day. She would, and I support her for that.
She can do anything she wants.
Right.
Oh, that could work, Adonai.
Right. Go fetch. Ready to get started? Oh no.
Oh no. Pardon?
You were capable of recognizing my DNA, weren't you? Oh no! Really, it's gonna lick it. Oh no!
Peter!
I was joking.
Well, when we first met, yes, but...
So why don't you try your hand at analyzing blood types? It's gotta be simpler, right?
It might be Adonai, but to analyze the blood on this knife, I'd have to use my tongue. David, why'd you put it there?
Pretend it's a lollipop or something.
It's blood.
Well done, blood. It'll taste like beef. Morgan.
It'll taste like pork.
Doesn't have to be beef.
You don't know what human blood tastes like.
Oops. Of course I don't. Look, the fire sanitized it. Probably. Just get it over with.
We'll reference this incident the next time we discuss raises, Adonai.
Fine by me. Baked blood, just like Mom used to make. Put it in a Jello mold, probably, because that's never happening. What? Analyze the blood. Do it. Oh, I have no control over this. Analyzing profile. Oh, that face you made. Ah.
Oh, honey.
What have you got?
There's blood from more than one person present. Can she distinguish between them? Mostly B-, I believe, with some AB around the tip.
All right, now I can cross-reference that with the rest of the data I have. Thank you for the report, Sarah. You've given me a new lead to follow.
Yes, Adonai.
Please protect her. And you've just made your first forensic contribution to an ongoing criminal investigation. My knife. Mass-produced medium-sized combat knife sold at a variety of outdoors or hunting vendors. Covered at the bottom of an ash-filled barrel in the alley just outside the crime scene. There's clear signs of blood on the blade despite being significantly charred by flames. Sarah's unique but nonetheless admissible forensic analysis found the presence of the following: B- and AB-. Last time I'll ever leave something important with Sosuke. How the hell did it end up outside? B- and AB-, right? Creek is O-. Oh, you're not a person.
Like, the intention here is to prove that it was used to stab Sosuke, right? Or not Sosuke, it's Chopin.
Chopin, yeah. AB- is Sosuke. Chopin is A+. That is not going to track. Not you.
Well, one of them is definitely Trey. But
Trey's
not Trey. And whose blood did we run it through?
B-, Miller?
Oh, Miller.
Yeah, it'd be Miller. AB- on the tip. Just curious because Sosuke's AB-. Who else were we dealing? Yeah, Miller's B-. I'm just popping through everyone. Hi, Huey. Bye, Huey. Rogers. Thanks, Trey. That would have to be Sosuke then. Morgan is also AB-, yeah. I think this society still has mall ninja weapons for sale. Yeah, oh, definitely. How many androids can say that? Worth it.
So remember this when Morgan asks you to lick blood again.
Yeah. Now come on, we've got some boxes to tick. Let's tick boxes? Question mark?
Oh, this is where they found Creek's body. They're so hot.
He was the only one who didn't die instantly. And if anyone had a chance to use a silent alarm... No, he must have been paralyzed in between the time he was shot and his actual expiration. Fortunately for me, now that Emma's gone through the entire series of events, I can actually speculate about this without sounding sus.
They weren't paralyzed.
What do you mean?
If they had been paralyzed, Yumi would have noted that in her autopsy. Let's go, finally a character not using he/him.
Nice. That's true. Just sat there limp the whole time. Didn't even try to move. He was playing dead? Made me think he couldn't move, so I wouldn't notice his... Anything found in his hands? Anything at all?
It doesn't seem like it. They weren't holding something by the time their body got to the morgue. Then was there maybe something behind them?
Oh, yeah. He had been holding something, but dropped it when he died. Let me look.
For what?
Anything small enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
That's many things, Adonai.
Yeah. Hang on, what's this?
Secret button.
That's a little button. What was that? Did you just jump?
I was really surprised by that sound, Adonai.
What sound? I just brushed against this.
Is this one of those tones that only teenagers can hear?
Oh. Android dog whistle. This little toy thing. You can hear it?
I can, and it's not exactly pleasant on the ears.
Can any android hear it? Or is this some special feature David gave you?
I'd imagine any android or robot or electronic device with modern features could pick up this tone.
Maybe I should close the window before I test it anymore and stop torturing all the dogs in the neighborhood.
Closing the window would not matter. Oh.
Soundproofed, though.
But the specific frequency of this tone is not in your audible spectrum to begin with.
Right. How base would it be if the game had a dictionary of like 20 different sets of pronouns and picked one randomly every time Creek is referenced in third person? They'll have many different ways to refer to her, and Faye will be happy. Based.
I need that to be a mod.
Honestly.
Do you really think Creek was toying with that nuisance maker in their final moment?
Many electronics. I wonder if mods can pick it up.
Probably, right?
I would think.
Were there any of them with electronic ears? No, depending on the type of mod, maybe it's not visible from outside.
Yeah. And I don't think we've heard anything about if Chopin was modded. Hello, standing man. Our client, Sosuke. Oh, sorry.
Our client, Sosuke. According to Rogers, this is how he found him.
Thrusting the sword into Chopin.
We're merely trying to retrieve it.
Not huge improvement, but not huge improvement there.
He really was found in a terrible state, wasn't he? Allegedly.
Allegedly? And that was before the police gave him his cop-killer welcoming and... Sarah, bring up the medical files on Sosuke. I want to go over everything we know about how he looked when Rogers arrested him.
What specifically?
I feel like this is a both choice, but...
Yeah, like these feel like they're asking similar questions.
Yeah. How exactly was he injured?
His left hand was broken. He had internal bleeding throughout his torso. Bruising and rope burns on his wrists where he was bound. Contusions all over the anterior side of his body. He also sustained a large blood force trauma wound on the back of his head.
His biggest wound was to the back of his head. I guess if he fell backwards to the ground.
There is also a small cut on his left hand.
Curious.
Huh.
How small?
As if he cut himself in the kitchen.
Wasn't expecting a metaphor there, but it's effective enough. It was covered in blood, right? Were samples taken for analysis?
The blood on his torso and head was all his own. He got some of Chopin's blood on him while he was face down, being cuffed by Officer Rogers. And he also had a great deal of Trey's blood on his feet and pant legs. Any other questions about our client's arrest, Adonai?
Not unless there are some crime scene photos you've been holding out on me.
I'm afraid not.
Was it that I'm the only one who made an effort to preserve the crime scene? Oh, note.
Is this evidence?
It's a piece of crap some crime scene tech left behind. Nothing relevant about it.
But it was observable. Yes, you're right. It's just displaying a news article they must have been reading.
Right now I will pick it up and read it too. Ah!
Apparently, they've arrested the Heartbreak Killer. You don't say.
Yeah, and
Copycat. Yes, the Heartbreak Killer's copycat, and it seemed...
just let me skim it for myself. Suspected Heartbreak copycat foiled, arrested. Was suspected of planning an act of terror has been arrested. Thanks to quick response from local police and well-coordinated efforts from state investigators. The suspect, apprehended by officers seeming in the midst of preparing their attack, having already loaded a firearm and several magazines of ammunition into their vehicle. If not commented on whether the firearm in question was properly tagged, insiders with close ties claimed the weapon itself was not, led them to the arrest. Troubling pattern of net activity. Running searches and attempts to access old net portals. But it had already been on our radar at this point when they posted that manifesto. Secure a warrant for their arrest. Publicly accessible online document praising Heartbreak's hardline stance against neoliberal corporate soft power, and listing a number of complaints and criticisms against the recent business decisions made by Hanami Robotics. Most notably, an announcement made in their last earnings call about how they would begin moving manufacturing jobs offshore. While the decision landed Hanami in the same controversy at the time, their stock price steadily increased in the days after, reflecting optimism amongst shareholders that Hanami's lucrative product lines of mostly heavy construction robots would no longer be so strictly tied to national politics. Gotta hate shareholders. When the arrest was first made, no clear connection between the individual and Hanami was apparent. Hanami's CFO has since been seen speaking at an investor conference at a hotel within 50 kilometers of the suspect's residence, suggesting a possible target. The takeaway here is that terrorist acts like this one are easily caught, easily prevented, and there is no standing risk to the public, said lead investigator Kennings. That's right, Jen Kennings.
Whoa.
In his official statement to the press. To any dissidents out there thinking they're the next Heartbreak, just because you bought a gun, you will be caught, you will be prosecuted, and your hero won't be far behind. Update. Hanami Robotics has yet to respond to requests for comment, and their official social media accounts have released simultaneous statements denouncing in the strongest terms rising violence and thanking investigators for their swift and decisive action. We've also learned that a select portion of shareholders have received messages clarifying Hanami's global market strategy and reaffirming their commitment to their workers as well as to their customers and shareholders. Whether this is any indication of reversal of their decision to relocate manufacturing jobs overseas, or they're just, God, feels like calling this shit like corporate politics. Because you're just spewing bullshit to appease people who make the silly numbers go up and down.
Yeah, your words don't need to mean things.
Yeah. They just need to make the people who buy and sell you happy enough to keep buying you. Make the green line go up. Green
I
line.
love to make numbers big.
Make the number slightly bigger, and then you get billions.
And then you win.
Then you win. Then you retire, and then you leave and get millions in a payout to leave and go somewhere else and repeat the process. Everyone else gets left behind to suffer fucking below market value wages, being forced out and having to deal with the fucking bullshit being thrust upon you to make people who make more than you'll ever make buying and selling bullshit happy.
I hate it here, man.
I hate it here, man. They get a certificate that says you won capitalism. One day we need to take control of that, so when they get the golden parachute, instead of leading them out, we just accidentally make them turn left and lead them into the hallway full of lasers. We need to do this to more CEOs in Minecraft. Like what you're reading? Does it change how you feel about Hanami robotics? I hate it. What if you could have more access to stories like this, hours, even days before the rest of the public? With a Premier account, you'll have access to all of our updates on the business world as soon as they hit our desk. Remember, that's not insider trading, that's forerunner trading. $250 a month. She's not tilted.
How well do you reading comprehension?
She's not tilted at all. We make her just a little bit tilted.
Look at how not mad she is.
Okay.
Seems like Heartbreak isn't going away no matter what happened to the original.
So it would seem. You know, that laser hallway from Sonic 3, you can tell the billionaires are keeping $1 trillion bill on the other side. What they do is up to them. If you make it to the end of the hall, you get $1 trillion. You get stock options. Your stock goes up 10%. And we shove 10 homeless people in a meat grinder. I don't know. That feels like things that billionaires would enjoy.
Yeah.
But instead, we run them into a giant wall of lasers when they're halfway down the hall. Sword. Red link.
Vetting protocol. Designed to make data difficult to physically redistribute.
Could anyone just take out their phone and snap a picture of the pages?
It seems that some of the responding officers attempted to. The ARC showed that they failed.
Yeah, cheeky. They would try that. That's some fancy ink. What do you see when you look at the pages, then? Look with your special eyes, Sarah.
I can't, my eyes are too special. No more detail than you do, I'm afraid.
Oh, you're right. Too special.
Strange, isn't it? He went through such lengths to protect this information. Yet these papers were left out where Officer Chopin or anyone could read them.
They weren't left there by Creek. Took the documents out of his safe so I could reach the mask. Must have left them out on the desk afterwards. What else do we need to stare at? Okay, we'll go here.
Uncle Tom. Supposedly he was the first to die.
Logically, he had to have been. He's the one who had the gun. Attacker got it away from him. They must have done so first.
Yes, I can see that the gun is registered to him.
Right. Registered. Who the hell would look at this guy with that gun and just nod him along?
Patrol officers TC and HR 1 week ago.
Oh.
Huh.
TC and HR. Tariq Chopin and Huey Rogers. Event you get after living a level 12 monster in the towers. It flips the screen. Oh no.
Oh no!
On the best of days, flipping the screen is bad. It is terrible in that game. Godspeed, Chris. This dynamic is getting progressively more Mizuki Aiba. I will take no notes. Yes, that's fair.
The batch numbers match. It seems like they detained Ankartan briefly during a stop and frisk and found this gun on him and went, well, that's just fine.
Understandable. Have a good day. I see those are still happening. Finding a gun like this on anyone with priors during a stop and frisk. The very minimum, that's grounds for 28 days detainment. Why'd they just let him go?
Is it possible that he was a criminal informant?
If he was a CI, they wouldn't have even logged the incident. Besides, patrol officers don't have their own CIs.
And perhaps they let him go for some other reason?
Because they'd already gotten what they'd wanted from him. Make sure to copy the file of that stop and frisk report.
Right away.
You'd think that would have come up in an investigation that the victim directly interacted with one of the victims very recently. Yeah. Although I suppose, given the mood of the trial room, like, no doubt none of them were very keen on digging this deep.
Mhm.
Like, they had their guy, and they wanted blood. As they do. That about wraps it up here. Hey, girl. What you doing? Miss Hahn, since Sinus is technically in charge of securing the crime scene, what should we do with this?
And do with what?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Big jump scare. Whoa!
And I put. Oh!
Interesting. So it does affect mods.
I see.
Hmm.
Please refrain from pressing that button any more than necessary. Head hurty.
Sorry, Sarah, I can see you don't like it. Miss Hahn's phone doesn't seem to like it either. Oh, her phone reacted.
Oh. It's just Han. I don't know what you're talking about. He messages all the time.
She's gonna press it again. Yeah.
Make a funny little song with it.
Sarah.
Ma'am, if you could please just admit it so she stops pressing that. Fine. Whatever, yes, you found one of our alarms.
Pretty clever system.
Not really. Just snap. You set the frequency and get a notif if that picks it up.
The range?
A couple of kilometers.
Thanks for clearing that up. Well, I have you here, though. Exactly how fast did you show up to the scene of the crime?
Pardon, bites lip.
Bites lip seductively. This is a Blueblood neighborhood. You really expect people to believe the cops lumbered their way here faster than any of you could?
What exactly are you trying to say? Yeah, I'm tuned to that frequency. I'm tuned to a lot of frequencies. A good way of communicating without the Megs or the pigs listening in. So you didn't get this alarm the night of the incident?
But Chopin did.
Didn't even know it went off that night. Right, so she was out of range, but Chopin wasn't.
Interesting.
Proof it did.
Can you explain how else Officer Chopin could have gotten here?
Not my job to either.
Is it your job to come to a fellow Bluebloods' aid when they're desperately calling for help?
No creek like that.
I didn't say Creek was the one who had this.
Ooh, I saw where you were poking around, and they're the head of the pod, I assumed.
They're the head of the pod, yeah.
Creek's a stranger to me.
Sure.
I keep seeing our keychains. They don't match or anything.
Yeah,
I had
no.
to check the vault for that.
We totally didn't get each other those keychains.
I was cooking nothing.
Aw.
Unless maybe I was in fact cooking something?
It still could be possible that they got each other those keychains as gifts.
Even if they're not matching.
Yeah. Like Han likes buns. And Creek likes... I don't remember what Creek's... what their phone charm was. Even though you're both young bloods. Uh-oh.
What?
I'm guessing that's what the tattoo means. Neither of you make much effort to hide it. The chest tattoo?
It is plainly visible even in their autopsy photos. You didn't notice. You have no idea what this ink means. Would you tell us what it means?
Wheeze? I'm curious what kind of range that frequency emitter would have in realistic terms. That would, yeah. It's very much willing to accept the range in future sense.
Blood bag.
Oh? Project Moon blood bag?
What?
The old guards use you as donors?
Actual blood libel?
Actual blood bag.
Gangsters live a life of drugs, smoking, drinking, and back alley mods. And end up with livers and kidneys that look like charred steak. Who'd have guessed? Got no children because the Ikariya killed them all.
Wow, that's fucked.
Can't get on the donor list because they're geriatric reviled crime lords.
So they just take harvest organs from the young bloods.
That's messed up.
That's supremely messed up.
So, what do? Hey kid, wanna be a gangster? Let me see if you got what it takes. Hold still while I prick your finger.
Oh god.
We tattooed our torsos, because even if you mod off all 4 limbs, you'll still pump clean plasma. Jeez. Every drop an indicator of quality. I'm a universal donor, so I've got 3.
3 of them.
Wow. Triple A graded just like meat.
That's supremely fucked. And
Yeah.
Creek.
Save it for the trial, lady.
Yikes, I hate it. I do love how the glow of Sarah's eyes fade in and out to darkness.
Yeah. Are we done here, you think?
Adonai, I've dumpster dove. I've licked blood. I want to go home. Not quite.
She wants to watch an 80s movie.
Yes. I want to watch my favorite movie and decompress, Adonai. His argument is that Sosuke didn't escape from here. He was brought out into the other room to be questioned, and then he broke free. No, that's not true. Sosuke would have been stuck here until the police arrived if I hadn't handed him the Mag US to, well, frame him. Knife. Also to frame him. Secondarily, so that he would cut himself free from bindings.
Those bloody rags are...
Remember what Sosuke told us when we first met? That he was bound in here the whole time until his bad Samaritan came along.
And gave him a knife.
Now we know what knife he was talking about. And now I want to know whose blood this is.
The blood on the bindings? It would have to belong to Sosuke, wouldn't it? All the other bodily fluids in this room do. Please
Sarah?
don't make me test them again.
Sarah, lick it. Lick it. Now.
What did I?
Probably. But I need to know. No! No! You've already done it once. What's one more time?
One more time will surely make me sick.
No!
Please, Adonai, let us ask one of the Cyanus employees on standby to analyze it. They have a record for very fast turnaround on DNA tests, I promise. I can show you customer reviews.
That's right, Sinus does DNA testing.
Typically paternity tests as part of their private investigative services. They've been assisting police with DNA analysis around the scene. I will flag the bindings to be analyzed.
Wait. Ah,
I've already made the request, Adonai.
good, Sarah. Stand up for yourself.
If you insist on making me test the binding myself now, you will only be upsetting my stomach to satisfy your own impatience.
Fine. I'm gonna cite this instant the next time we discuss a raise. Oh. Oh. Really, is a shithole in here, though.
I agree with your sentiment, if not your choice of words.
There are blood type test kits you can buy for $20 as a civilian today. Ooh. I genuinely did not know that. And she insists on using her daughter for this. I mean, instant blood test free. All you have to deal with is Sarah's consent.
It feels like a cruel place. What is it? Oh, was there something we missed in here, Adonai?
No, not in here.
Hmm?
The windows. They were closed when Creek was shot. Still closed when Chopin and Rogers arrived on site. Were open by the time Rogers got to this room. Used that contradiction to argue for the presence of a third party.
Because someone must have opened them. To go down the fire escape.
And then what?
They must have dropped down to the alley and ran away, right?
Yeah. That's one option.
What's the other?
Or kill them to do some sweeping around here. Guess that would be contaminating the crime scene at this point. What the hell do all these cops and scientist chumps actually do? Lean on walls and screw around on their phones?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think you're being a bit harsh in your assessment. But you aren't alone in your criticism. Detective Reyes had much to say about how Cyanus employees were not wearing gloves and...
knocking over trash.
What?
Was there. If they had picked up trash, that'd be removing evidence. The arcs would light up. Adding trash, though.
Adonai? Oh,
Let me look through this. Yeah.
garbage again, really?
Just start looking.
If any of it requires DNA analysis.
If you don't help me, Sarah, I will make you lick. Wait, there. Red.
I don't smell any blood.
Red ink? Not blood. Ink.
The torn page of the red ink document. With what looks like a shoe print on it.
Ooh.
Shall we try and match it to samples? Not with my tongue.
Good luck. Cops and security types all wear the same kinds of boots. Top of which 99 out of 100 shoes in the city are made by the same two Megs.
Wow.
Super Skechers.
If the print isn't useful, that just leaves the actual text, and that's...
Looks like the letters were all run through the wash a couple dozen too many times.
It isn't particularly informative. I don't understand exactly how this clue fits in with everything else we've seen. But doesn't this seem important?
Common type of footprint left on it. Room directly below the crime scene. Mystery disregarded. Natural humidity for some time. Red ink is illegible. Watermark remains visible. Wonder if that's a Cyanus watermark? We have Han's card. Yeah, that's a Cyanus watermark.
Oh.
Nice. So that's a Cyanus document that was intentionally disposed of. Routine civilian frisk by Chopin and Huey. Violation of parole. Legal modification. Suspect communication software on personal. Wait, subject in possession of suspect communication software installed on personal phone. So, Tanks had the Blueblood alarm app too.
Yeah.
I guess all the young bloods did. Leads with the warning in accordance with Police Code 65.3.29e. Personal discretion without prejudice. Huh. Very interesting that was logged.
Mm-hmm. How could it have been lying here neglected this whole time?
Oh, you know.
Princess, I'll have to call you back.
Uh-oh.
Of course, wouldn't dream of it. Come on. Know me. What'd you find there? More dead men's garbage. Keep it up and you girls are gonna make me look bad.
Happy to be of assistance. Would you like to add this to the arcs, or should I?
Seems like you got momentum going, so... Please don't let me get in your way.
You don't wear gloves on the job, Miss Han.
It's just Han, but you already know that. You probably also know that they don't really make them in my size.
Oh, the modded deal. You found your fingerprints in here on those windows, or even upstairs.
Aw, man, I'd be pretty embarrassed. Almost always get rated 5 stars. Do you need me to walk you out?
I'll be fine, thanks.
Do it yourself. Just be careful you don't get lost. I'll be going down soon. It'll be hard to find your way back in the dark.
So we should be getting concerned about getting on her bad side. At this point, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Han could walk me anywhere.
This is true. This idea is starting to look like a pretty safe bet.
Your theory that Chopin was assassinated as an attack on the old guard? But how can we confirm it? We still haven't met anyone from the old guard. Oh, even if we had...
I swear at this point, with everything we've heard about the old guard, meeting them is going to be like meeting the elders in Kanto 8 of Limbus Company. They're just going to be all like...
Alternatively, Zulken Mato.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. They're just all bugs. East on the kidneys of the youth.
Yeah. It occurs to me that they would be reluctant to speak with Sosuke Ikariya's legal team.
Don't be so pessimistic. The enemy of my enemy is usually willing to at least talk. And talk is where I do all my best work.
Where do we look then?
You still got that address boss gave us? Oh? Oh? Blueblood territory.
Hey there, tall, red, and mysterious. God, you're so hot.
Ladies, please, come in. Don't be shy. Let me guide
It's
you to
finally time.
Local host.
Yes. Should we take a seat for now?
With a taste as expensive as yours. If you get near him, oh, it'll comes literally called local host.
So cute.
Oh, if you get near a menu, these people will drain my checking account on overpriced champagne faster than I can blink.
Oh, champagne. As much as you like.
This is gonna derail fast if I don't find a way to shut it down. I'm sure a fire way to get exactly the right kind of attention and douse their salesmanship in one go. I'm a lawyer. Need to go with that. Hey, please don't frown. A smile would suit your pretty face much. I need to speak with your manager.
Oh, old white woman.
Collectively now.
What happened? They're all walking away.
Hey, Mama. Yeah. There's some kind of, I don't know, accountant or whatever here to talk to you. The voice on the other end of his earpiece grumbles a response. A cranky one, judging by his reaction. Mom will be out in a second. You're expected to buy something in the meantime. You've got tap water? You don't want to drink the tap water in this district. Soda water. It's all overpriced, lady. Might as well get something you'll enjoy.
I thought my first visit to a host club would be more celebratory than this.
No, light over popped. Oh. Chris is on the suffering bus.
Yay!
How much thought have you given the subject? Oh shoot, alright. Serve this. Alright, here's our article du jour. What kind of light reading gets tossed around at a club like this? It's something better than angry water, yes. Like something along the lines of... I spent every night at a host club for 1 year. Here's what the staff taught me about emotional workloads in corporate settings. This is just Boss from the Somnium Files.
This is a LinkedIn post.
Yes. Oh wait, this actually looks somewhat interesting. What? Fungus? Oh no.
Okay, different post.
Less than ideal rainfall patterns met with greater than usual saltwater flooding have already left many of the tropically centered mangrove farms that produce most of the world's bamboo struggling to meet demand. Now with increasingly widespread reports of fungal infections, tensions are beginning to rise in the region, as its large migrant worker population is faced with the possibility of one of the worst quarters on record. Bamboo is a highly versatile crop cultivated successfully for thousands of years and on all 7 continents, if one counts the agricultural science labs on the Antarctic Peninsula. But in recent decades, advances in agricultural genetics and greater restrictions on the lumber industry's woodcutting activity have led to bamboo becoming a premier organic manufacturing and construction material for much of the world, especially in impoverished regions that often lack the machinery required to process advanced synthetic equivalents. Based. The hardy plant grow in a wide variety of environments and humidity levels and has even been considered an aggressive invasive species at times, but modern genetically modified monocultures are tailored to grow specifically in a small number of tropic and subtropic biomes, intended to provide a stable cash crop for regions that have historically struggled to farm soy, sugar, or wheat. But it's a delicate balancing act between tuning a cultivar to a target environment and rendering it unavailable in the wild, and years like this one can put that vulnerability on full display. The fungus practically chews through the groves. You can see it growing with the naked eye. There's one worker who requested anonymity due to concerns over their citizenship status. The company tells us to just burn it all. It's too damp for anything to catch fire. Bamboo is hard to burn, so they must use this incendiary stuff. They won't pay us for us to have masks.
Burn them.
Burn them, the management. Data on the efficacy of burn pits in combating the spread of the fungus is limited, but the most corporate officials agree that the risk of inhalation among personnel is low and masks are an unnecessary measure. Some of the migrant worker population, however, is arguing that the hesitancy to provide masks is more politically motivated. Wow, shocker. Burn them. The management. Viva la revolution. Otters rebellion for decades ago, but the gas mask is still a powerful symbol even today. Back then, workers went on strike because the conditions growing mushrooms in the fungal plots were so unbearable. Now this fungus is cutting into profits again. A lot of workers dependent on the industry. A lot of young people who could easily be out of work. I'm surprised if they weren't getting nervous. Burn them.
Is there any generation where the young people are not out of work?
Honestly. The endless cycle of people getting old and hoarding money and jobs and stepping on younger people and disadvantaged people. The cycle of doom.
I want a job.
Please give job. The cycle of doom never ends. It's true that the region is home to a disproportionately young population, as many international trade schools have flocked to tropical climates in an attempt to attract students with promises of low cost of living and vacation-like idyllic conditions. And then you go to the bamboo fields and inhale mushroom spores. Your education lies firmly in the realm of corporate authority. Government officials are also keenly aware of the risks and challenges associated with such a large student population. Ramsey syndrome remains a serious concern among... Ramsey syndrome? How does that work?
It's when you're too raw.
It's raw! You bloody donut! We're having difficulty authenticating your identity. Can you provide some basic info so we can get the web page displaying properly for you? No. Can you get fucked? Ugh. Fungus. Not the reading material.
Thank you for the job vibes, Chris.
You. Sending you job vibes as well. But judging from the article, the Begs are getting concerned about... It's always the growing unrest.
The growing unrest, definitely.
Fungus is a problem for sure, but they've engineered their crops around problems like it 100 times before. Easier to update the monoculture genetics than your entire global economic model. The Megs are probably more concerned about all the young people getting agitated about their job security. The warmer the waters, the bigger the storms they brew. Whew. Anyways, back to our usual levels of order? Question mark? Observe this. Bad enough that I'm walking to the lion's den here. Even further into blue blood territory to defend an Ikariya assassin. Really have to wait for the shoe to drop in a place this sleazy too.
Are you perhaps not enjoying yourself, Adonai?
You're getting better at picking up on that.
You're frowning quite openly. Are we in danger of getting arrested here?
There's nothing illegal about a host club. Yep. Night gloves.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Talent make posted wages through commission on sale of drinks, food, and other services. And there's internationally fairly niche during the 20th century. A large decline in the 21st. They've gone over through a renaissance. 20 to 30 years. Shifting cultural
Did you know that
norms.
Level 5 made an RPG where you get to play as a hostess?
Really?
Yeah, I streamed it a little bit in my personal Discord, just a bit. It was never translated to English. I can't imagine why.
Oh, okay, I remember that. Yeah, understandable.
There's a lot of dark stuff that goes into host clubs and whatnot.
Yeah. That's the, young kid gets off the train and immediately wants to become a hostess. And then enters
It's her dream to become a hostess.
Oh dear. I just saw the term social gym and my mind recoiled here. Oh god. Resurgence. Shifting cultural norms about parasociality, online dating, and work-life harmony. Oh god. Imagine going to a host club with your colleagues. That's terrifying. I hate it. Some sociologists have observed that host clubs have developed a new reputation as a sort of social gym where young adults can exercise their social skills in a low-risk environment and paying a lot of money in the process. Increases in average work hours have pushed singles away from traditional drinking culture and long-term dating. Life is just generally terrible. Yikes. Despite the global trend of the decriminalization of sex work, host clubs have remained a distinct industry. It's hardly uncommon for the staff on one establishment, the other to switch sides. Users also frequently searched for how to build confidence, how to know if the hostess really likes you. She doesn't. Courtesan versus hostess. Courtesan versus hostess, who would win? Vote now in the chat.
Like power scaling?
Yes.
In a fight?
Indeterminate.
So, are you just uncomfortable then?
Unamused.
Asexual win?
Asexual win. Check. What's this?
Have you ever been to an establishment like this before?
No.
Not even when you were apprenticing.
There may have been certain work parties where attendance was strongly encouraged. I'd never set foot within a kilometer of a place like this otherwise.
I suppose if you have a hard spending limit, there's only so much you can enjoy.
Sarah, are you calling me poor? I will make you lick blood again. And it's not a matter of cost. Matter of taste.
Did Sarah ever ask her dad if she could please go to a host club?
Oh no.
Oh no. Surely everyone enjoys being paid attention, no? It's flattering.
Oh, ace lesbian win just like Dark for real, for real.
Hey!
Yeah. Not everyone takes to being complimented.
I see, so you respond more to being challenged. Is that why your thing with Emma?
Yeah. What do you think?
Perhaps not.
Let's order. What are you having?
Do you think they were being literal when they said you were expected to make a purchase?
Probably. Doesn't mean I'll oblige them. It's not like sending money here will make them less likely to cooperate.
I would offer some suggestions based on customer reviews and price points, but for some reason I don't see prices listed on any items on their menu.
Oh no.
That's a good sign.
It's that kind of place, oh god.
Was a mistake made when formatting the data?
If we don't show you, there's two reasons.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah. I see two reasons for that. One, yeah, as you said, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. And two, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Then the bill comes and you go, oh
just
god,
based
oh
on
fuck.
how much you look like you can spend.
Yeah. Then the bill comes and it's, oh god, oh fuck. You gotta pay up or else we will, you know, take your organs. I really hate this place.
She hates it here.
What are you having?
Sarah seemed really excited about the champagne.
Oh, what the hell? Hey, Palme d'Orignon. Pour out a tower for all I care.
Oh.
Oh no! Suddenly, as if I uttered a magic phrase or a sleeper cell kill switch, all the eyes of the staff around the room dart to me. Jolt of energy, the bartender jumps up to ring a bell above the counter. Palm D Tower! The staff began an unsettlingly chipper chant. Tower! 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 Tower!
Oh, she regrets this.
I'm not sure Sarah's eyes can get any wider. Let's take a commemorative photo, madam. Where would you like to sit? Who's the smallest spender in here? What will I keep track of that sort of size water losing life all the while they settle up a glassy-eyed, pitying stare at the overworked-looking young man at a small table. Oh no. Adjusting his tie while the girl next to him makes no effort to hide her boredom.
Aren't you guys professionals?
Send it over to him, king for a day. Tower. With the same nervous smile he'd used to shake hands with a suicide bomber, the bartender redirects the oncoming parade towards my designated lucky loser. He looks terrified. Money well spent.
You just gave the tower away? What if I wanted to chug the entire thing at a night?
I've got shit to do. I can't drink all of that, but I would.
Could have perhaps helped. And so, after you paid all that money to just pass it along to some stranger?
You know what they used to say on YouTube, Sarah. Double it and give it to the next person.
Are you some kind of saint?
Oh, I'm not paying for that. Makoto's getting this bill.
Your client?
File it under investigative expenses.
That is not entirely inaccurate, but...
What's he gonna do, kill me?
Given his position in the house and his age, it would be more likely he'd have you killed.
Mom on deck.
The big cheese.
Oh, I love you, Sarah.
He's so cute.
I'm thinking, what exactly are you expecting?
I hope it's a gilf.
Please.
With a title like Mama.
It's either a gilf or it's going to be like Mama from The Somnium Files.
And expect a stern but fair, nurturing figure who...
Ooh.
The hell do you want?
Yeah. It's the kind of treatment one should expect at this establishment after purchasing a champagne tower.
That was you? Oh, shit. Clearly need information a lot more than I thought. Ikariya must be giving you the mushroom treatment. Keep them in the dark.
And feed them shit. Yes, I've heard all the lawyer jokes. Now can we talk or should I get on the phone and claim that my credit card's been stolen?
Lot of champagne tower. We can talk all goddamn night if you want.
Introductions then, I'm...
Morgan Esquire, criminal defense attorney representing Sosuke Ikariya. That glowing green toaster as your +1.
Couldn't have put it better myself, miss.
Kim Hana, small business owner.
One of the more influential members of the Blueblood Old Guard, I take it.
Old gods?
I don't know how that came out.
Old Guard are the only Bluebloods that have any influence at all.
Morgan either got suddenly New York, or I accidentally said Old Gods.
Christians and Youngbloods should count themselves lucky to be middle management. Should you really be calling them Youngblood?
Does she have a modded eye?
Think so. It looks kind of like Reyes's.
Yeah. Like light, I can't talk tonight. Her left eye has the white in it. Her right eye feels like the modded one.
Yeah, nice android white.
Yeah.
Oh, now the neon robot's gonna preach to us all about political correctness. Oh no.
This is like them Neon Genesis Evangelions. Really, madam?
I know PC. My gen invented PC. We got PC coming out of our ears.
Oh no, she's a Zoomer.
Where's she's a... No, wait, she couldn't be a millennial, right? They would have been dead by now. No, wait, PC was more of a Gen X thing, wasn't it?
Right. Good point, yeah.
She doesn't even have the right to take credit for this? I mean it when I say Youngblood's a term of endearment.
Miss Kim is truly a lady with homophobia in her eyes. Well, then I won't hesitate to use it.
The face better not, they knock your teeth out. Even though it's an endearment.
How about a trade, Miss Kim?
Mrs., you're talking to a widow. And doesn't need anything from you. Not the best position to be bargaining from.
Trading information. You think I can't give you anything, you're not thinking very hard.
Oh yeah? What do you think you got?
Something I can tell her that she doesn't already know. Was Bresson? Oh, hey, first.
Wasn't Bresson the guy who tried to shoot us?
Hana, Mama, Kim. March 16th, AP+. Occupation small business owner. Likes persimmons, handbags, and joint cracking. Yeah, that's an old lady thing. Dislikes part-timers, binge watches, add vandalism. Hidden talent can slice an onion paper thin in 11 seconds. By shooting clay pigeons. Motto, promote from within. Crease killer, yeah, yes, I'm heartbreak.
We can't guarantee the little lord's identity.
Right. We could be bluffing, though.
Yeah. Gambling is a lot of bluffing.
It is thinking time again. Bresson's fate, I feel like that's a foregone conclusion. What would we even be saying about, Creek's killer?
It was me!
Yeah, then yeah, it was me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin. Okay, I'm caught up with... Oh, I didn't see Autumn come in. Hi, Autumn. I feel like it's one of these bluffs. As I run through them all, but yeah. Creek or Little Lord. I feel like it's one of these two. What do you say?
Let's try to bluff with the Little Lord, yeah.
Alright.
Since, even though she says it's a term of endearment, Creek was a young blood, not sure she cares all that much.
Right. Even if I'm right, I'll only be telling her that Chopin's dead and of no use to her. There's also the chance that she has no idea that the Little Lord is even real, in which case I'd be showing way more of my hand than I'd like. Alright, fair. Or at least we're not gonna, penalize. She'd probably be interested in the real answer, but it's not one I'm willing to give. Oh, I don't even have that great of a patsy to put forward. Okay then, it was the one we didn't. Okay. I can tell you what happened at the courthouse today. Caught up with everything prior to today. Okay. I'm glad.
If something was happening worth knowing had happened, it'd be in the news by now.
Oh, but they had the blackout.
There's currently a blackout on media coverage of today's events. I forgot about that. There are always leaks.
Finding one will take time. I can give you a first-hand account right now.
Ooh, that hot goss. Let's hear it.
Un instant.
This is quite a long instant.
There we go.
Bresson. A goddamn idiot, completely useless. He did manage to infiltrate an entire courtroom full of police officers, even knowing he wouldn't make it out alive. He still failed to hit the easiest shot of his life. That Bresson is just an incompetent addict.
Morgan could be the leak, yeah. She's got this.
The useless idiot's the one who sent him there.
Who sent him there? Not you, I take it.
Oh god, sounds like it moves slow and wise, but we've got our fair share of hot-headed dumbasses, too.
Impatient, hot-headed dumbasses.
Time is money. Plus, they're all so old, they don't know how much time they got left.
Right. This literally is Kanto 8 Lim's company, because they're all seeking immortality.
Oh no.
My turn to ask a question. Money. Is that why you've been going after Makoto? Trying to drum up a king's ransom because you can't go to war without a war chest?
Who says we're at war? Who says we're in any rush? Our plans are measured in decades, you little shit.
No. Time isn't on your side right now. Right now, more than anything, you need money.
Is she gonna live for decades? Who? You?
There's the headlines. Time's running out before you miss the bus on. What's the Nirvana?
Nirvana was the big drug.
Oh. And so that's definitely what they're missing, the vote on, then. Is there PharmaCorp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nirvana. Everyone in the capital knows it'll be legalized before the end of the year.
Party drug. Dumb money.
Yes, dumb money. Best kind of money there is, and you could rake it in by the truckload. If you're the starting capital to build a dispensary network beforehand. As things stand, the Grey Wave is going to roll you hard work up into a ball and hand it off gently to the Megs and the Ikariya. You've been losing this game to them for 3 decades straight. I can see you still haven't gotten used to it.
Of course not. Who the hell just roll over for those upstart bootlicking? Goddamn block smirking behind his perfumed incenses and painted screens and sheets of gold leaf. Huh? Should cut out his eyes while I had the chance. Huh?
I'm acquainted with the Hound. Who's the fox?
He sounds hot!
Yeah!
Should we conduct a survey of all the IFD members' back tattoos?
Yes, please.
The fox, the kitsune. Goddamn Daisuke Ikariya, of course.
We don't have him in here.
I remember that Makoto's dad had a white name, so that's his grandpa?
Oh, yeah. Most likely. Family's patriarch. Haven't had the chance to meet him in person.
Huh. Knew there had to be a reason an Ikariya lawyer didn't already smell a cigar smoke. Ed and I does smoke, despite my repeated warnings about the health hazards. You had your olfactory checkup lately. Lost the smell can be the first...
I don't stink, that's the takeaway. Admit it. Want to capture Makoto... words. You want to capture Makoto Ikariya so you can afford to ride Nirvana to legitimacy.
I don't want to capture Makoto Ikariya.
Extremely important question. Do you think Sarah would be a fan of Radiohead and you would insist on listening only on cassette?
Yes.
Yes. I feel like Sarah would be a fan of cassettes, too.
I'm gonna show her how to put a beast in there.
Yes!
Know our history?
In brief.
No, what part of that summary made you think that if I had the chance to end the Ikarian line, I wouldn't take it immediately?
Fair. Are you speaking for yourself or for the whole old guard?
Nah, my turn to ask. Is the Hound gonna make it?
You asking about my legal defense strategy?
His injuries. Any chance he's gonna keel over from an infection after Creek's pod worked him over? assassin somehow managed to nick him.
Hmm.
He is still recovering from the injuries he sustained when captured, but he was not harmed during the incident in the courtroom today.
Yeah. Person didn't even manage a scratch.
A scratch, huh? Even get a shot off?
Detective on the scene responded before he could.
Oh, did Creek have a blue scarf? I don't remember. Not seeing one.
Yeah, not open. Eh?
Oh yeah, you can see the 3 teardrops on Creek too for having the O-type blood.
On their neck, eh? Same shade of blue, perhaps, Dark, but...
Actually, can we check the other members of Creek's pod to see, like, where their tattoos are located?
Can't really see.
Yeah, not visible from here.
Tanks is at least.
We would expect tanks to have 2, though, right?
Right. Trey's not really visible. Miller is fully zipped up.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yes. Why?
Not wasting the question on him of all people.
You know more? You know?
Does she know?
Does she know? Does she know London? I almost said does she know Morgan, but she does now. Speaking of which, the bottle spun back around. The Bluebloods working with the Chopin family to profit off of Proposition 492.
I missed that one. Try another. What do you mean? You think Mr. and Mr. Chopin are working hand in hand with us for a little cross-class embezzling? Those rich pricks wouldn't piss on us if we were on fire. It feels mutual.
Alright, so we're abandoning this, theory.
But they're backing Proposition 492. If you could buy the land they need before the city knows that it needs it.
The Chopin family aren't your collaborators. They're your marks. Ooh.
Bingo. Kids get surprised.
Oh, they were. The plan's worthless now.
I could imagine.
That whole courtroom heard me explain how Creek has ready documents on Proposition 492. For blueprints, whatever land the city had in mind, they'll change all of it.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Don't blame me. Your plan was always fragile. Destined to collapse the moment that anyone with more pull than a ticketing officer heard that the Bluebloods had eyes on real estate. I think the Bluebloods would kill to keep those documents from circulating.
Yeah, well, that's just how it goes for Plan Bs. Plan B? There's a B?
There's a bee in her bonnet.
Answer me this. What'd you see on those red ink docs that tipped our hand about a Prop 492?
What was mentioned in abbreviation, if not in name? P492. That was a pretty big giveaway.
You must have had more to go on than that. Names, diagrams.
I saw Councilman Long's name on there.
Long, that's sloppy.
Bastard.
Thank you.
Wait, you? You didn't know what was on those papers. Not exactly. Didn't know where Prop 492 leaked from.
You said it leaked from that brat Creek, obviously.
Red ink means it was printed off from somewhere you trust in a place run by people you trusted. Doesn't sound like you trusted Creek.
You get questions because they're terrible. And pointless. Blondie's already dead.
So Chopin wasn't in on the plan. What possibilities are left, then? So I'll try asking while I have the chance. My client overheard something interesting during his captivity. Talk of the Bluebloods bringing in a huntsman.
Fake. You don't even know what that means. Your client heard wrong. You're a fool for believing him without any proof.
Sorry, I guess he misheard. Must have also misheard that you brought a no mask into the city. That got a reaction.
Did Sosuke mention that?
It's called a bluff, Sarah. Yeah, he must have been delirious. After all, if there had been a no mask at the crime scene, it would have turned up during the police investigation.
Huntsman, ridiculous. Maybe he's real, maybe he's fake, maybe he's already behind you, nothing personnel. Atoms like that, get their power from uncertainty. I answered your question all. That'd be your answer.
Schrodinger's huntsman. Schrodinger's box is already open, though, and the mask isn't there anymore. If it's not in the hands of the huntsman, then who has it?
The dead man. Just doesn't know it yet.
Noted.
Pile around. But what if we still want to ask? Our house, my rules.
In the middle of our house. Our house.
Our house. In the middle of who hired you.
Would she spend her final question on that? Ooh.
Only one of these is honest. Are we being honest with her?
So we're going Makoto?
Think so. I have a feeling that she would be able to tell if we lie.
Alright. Makoto Ikariya, if that wasn't already clear.
You, some no-name nobody with no connection to any of the families. Retainer looked you up and hired you to defend his hound. Maybe you're dumber than you look, or just less curious than a lobotomite, but either way. You really don't know the answer, do you?
Well, she sussed that out. No, I don't, which I can freely admit. Why does having it pointed out to me feel like such a defeat? I think that I have one last question myself.
That ain't the deal.
And it can be rhetorical. What are you going to do? You lost all your heirs during the fall of the leaves.
What did I?
Morgan is declaring war. You're reviled by the international Bluebloods for locking your treasure behind GFA you can't crack. Now all of the old guard need transplants and transfusions from the first and second gens just to stay alive. And they won't be glad to keep that up forever. Eventually you, all of you, will die. Will you rest in peace knowing everything you ever managed to build will be laundered away at what, 30%?
40%.
What? 35% just to end up in the hands of some punks you tutored.
What a nice girl you are, worrying about your elders.
She says, dripping with malice.
Well, don't worry your pretty little head over dear, sweet Granny here. She's a mean old line of work where anyone stupid dies off young. Thank you. He and hers are gonna be just fine. Don't forget to close your tab before you go. Do you get any useful information from your rhetorical question, Adonai?
Question irritated her. Didn't make her despair. I may have misread this. The old guard have a way forward.
Proposition 492 is no longer an option.
Leaving them with Plan A.
The Little Lord? But Tariq Chopin is dead.
Are we going to circle back to Sosuke's Little Lord?
Maybe that's why she kept asking about his physical safety?
Yeah. And obviously she didn't send... she didn't send the assassin. She's concerned about his safety. She pinned the... she pinned the decision onto a hot-headed, impulsive old guard member. She's concerned about Sosuke surviving. I admit my first thought about Sosuke surviving was they're going to try again, but highly possible that we have she's actually concerned for his safety. There's always a red herring. Yeah, he is. Oh!
How dare they? After all I put him through down here, there in that festering hole of a city district. Try and kill Sosuke in a courtroom of all places. Those blue blood scum.
If we just wait for him to stop, we'll be standing here until morning.
So, should we speak up?
I don't know. I'm terrible with children. Listen, just keep nodding, and if he calms down enough to ask a non-rhetorical question, get my attention.
What are you going to do?
Zone out. Try consulting an expert. What do kids your age like?
At my birthday.
I'm not asking for you.
I'm not a kid. So I wouldn't know. If it's for Sarah, I'm not a robot either.
What's someone younger than you like?
I don't know. Fortnite? Even one grade below me. Her sense of humor is impenetrable.
6'7",
Bran, you are too young for this. The day the school announced they're going to be doing test prep at every grade level. And the top comment, before it got deleted, was a picture of a fish with boots. That sounds hilarious.
I think...
Are you looking up pictures of fish with boots?
Yes. I was gonna say, that's just Gumshoe Gooper. that's just Gumshoe Gooper from Hypnospace Outlaw.
Oh my god, you're right.
I can't believe Gumshoe Gooper is real.
Oh my god, there was an official Gumshoe Gooper plushie?
Oh. Oh, hang on. I'm going to save this picture to add it here, because this is the idea.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Gumshoe Gooper does wear clothes but no shoes attached.
Oh. Worth it, though. We're
And
still...
he could wear shoes in our imagination.
This is true.
And the caption was...
Hang on.
I'm on the edge of my seat to hear this caption.
And the caption was... Hang on. There we go. Check the stream a second. I found this Gumshoe Gooper,
Yes.
and I love him.
Fantastic.
Yes. Gumshoe Gooper says trans rights.
battering me and frying me in oil for 4 minutes on each side. That sounds like a great meme.
It's not that impenetrable. A very basic non sequitur.
How's this for non sequitur?
Non sequitur nuts.
Go ask someone else.
All you did there was get back on topic. That's a reverse sequitur.
Are you even asking?
I've been hired by a youth. And I need to interrupt their temper tantrum.
Oh, what do you want me to do from here? I'm a New Yorker now.
Yeah.
Back them some fork knife bucks.
Fork knife bucks. What is that? Would that work?
Also, what do you mean a youth hired you? Oh. So they must be, like, rich?
Yeah, Fortnite. Yes.
I'm like the worst to ask for advice then.
Because my vote would be eat them.
I know about rich kids.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Dark, for making that real.
Yeah.
This is going to be the meme portion of the stream.
First meme of 2026.
Yes. Your academy is full of them. Hang on, let me add this here. Truly. Let's see.
I'm sending this to Rourke, who is ahead of us.
Ah, good. Hang on, I gotta put Cooper in front of you. There you go. Now all we need is Subway Surfers, and we'll be, grand. Oh,
We're so hip with the kids.
It was already made? Yes.
Why do you think I do as much of my schoolwork as possible from my dorm?
Hey, come here, come shoot Cooper. Don't you at least have a roommate?
Nope. Never got assigned one.
And
Oh,
didn't
lucky.
protest.
Guess there was some kind.
I guess there was some kind of technical glitch with the system.
Oh, never rely on luck.
Right.
Unavoidable computer error on their end.
This is hopeless.
You're usually good at gift giving and shit. Button up judges. Bribing court officials. Dumping coins into Vizier's purses.
You have a very antiquated view of what my work entails. Medieval, in fact.
I heard he passed. Did you know him? This is exactly how kids act these days.
Yes. Whatever photo that is failed to send.
I mean, I don't know. All old guys look the same to me, Autumn.
Is that Charlemagne? Possibly.
What would you do if they were rich adults? Flatter them or whatever.
Which adults are used to people wanting their money. Flattery puts them on guard.
What's the approach?
You approach them as though you already work for them. Pretend you're a butler. Acting on wordless commands they've given without an original thought in your head. Though I thought that might have been Descartes, but not enough mustache. They aren't suspicious of anyone they feel like they already own.
That mostly makes sense, so that's why the butler does it in the mysteries.
Aha.
Do that. They've probably got more in common with a rich adult than kids their own age.
Right? Or,
Or, anyone else with a soul.
they know. They.
Unless there's some reason you can't do your iconic butler technique here.
Patented. They don't want to act subservient to a child.
Oh, I want to see Morgan in a butler costume, though.
Oh god, yeah. That's episode 2 bonus keychain, please. Butler Morgue.
Please.
I'm sure Cooper can come over here. I'm sure Cooper, you can come back at stream end.
Yosuke did strain himself slightly when he tried to tackle me to the ground, but that was the extent of it.
Yes, as my ad says, no one was hurt. Well, the attacker was part of an officer-involved shooting, but no one else was hurt.
Officer-involved shooting. Oh, well, then perhaps we should all just forgive and make peace. These fools will regret their actions. The anger of the house, once roused, is not easily satisfied.
Shit. I thought there was a lull, but he's ready to start back up again.
As Sun-Tzu says, if your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Yes, but... Please calm yourself, Makoto of House Ikariya. We need to speak with you. About what?
About Sosuke.
You think you've done something to deserve it?
Ooh. Our next contender, Charles I of England. Still probably not him. That's a good bet. I don't know. My money would have gone to someone French, but...
Yeah, I was thinking like Isaac Newton or something.
Yeah. He had dark hair. Did feel very Descartes, but yeah, like Dark said, mustache doesn't track. That's not what I...
There's nothing Sosuke could have done to justify what the Bluebloods have put him through.
I assumed as much, but Makoto has no idea what the Hound of Ikariya was doing up until a year ago, doesn't he? Does he?
These questions are foolish. I'll not waste my time. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. What the Bhagavad Gita all you want, Robot Girl? It's not that impressive for a machine to... Bruce Lee said that. Well, he was probably paraphrasing at the time.
Will you help us or not, Makoto?
Please.
He does the
She
little
learned
pout.
how to handle him so well.
I'm so proud of you, Sarah.
If it's for Sosuke.
Ooh.
Oh, who's this?
Enough. Electric blue irises flash a deadly glare. Room shadows seem to extend in his presence, curling and deepening like ink dropped into water. That's a gangster.
Is this Daisuke? Chairman!
Oh, yep.
Oh. All of you, show some respect now.
This is out of practice without actually looking around the room. One glance would have shown him there was no need to demand respect. Every head was already bowed. This is a man who is used to others not meeting his eyes. The rest of you can get lost. Their practiced obedience didn't betray them. They all slipped away into the halls of the complex without so much as a creak on the floorboards. Even so, their anxiety was screaming at me like a bad tale, begging me to be taken advantage of. His presence here today was not expected. Now then. Give me... I have to prepare myself for this. Come here, Makotan. Ah!
Ah, yippee! Yippee!
How are things on the front lines, huh?
Makoto is the heir, so the chairman is his grandfather, of course, but
My little warlord, making his enemies tremble with fear every time he sets foot out the door.
I was not expecting the head of a house of nobility to be so affectionate. I thought you and father were still in the capital?
Well, we were. And we made a lot of powerful people in that city very frustrated while we were at it.
And made a lot of frustrating people very powerful, I'm sure.
Wish I'd seen their dun faces solemnly nodding when I canceled my meetings. Just to fly home and see my grandson. Ahem. Oh, you're still here.
Chairman, apologies for the lack of an introduction. This is...
I know exactly who she is. She's our lawyer. Any good?
She's not entirely incompetent.
Oh, definitely. He's fondly affectionate with his favorite grandson.
Well, I would hope he could say more than that. She is also somewhat perceptive, Chairman.
Knows when to keep her mouth shut, clearly. How bad can she be?
Her methods are odd. He came here to ask me about Sosuke for some reason.
Not another word.
And Chairman?
Back in the storehouse on the second floor, there's a cask of sake that I wanted to drink in Game 5, or I suppose it's been 6 years ago now. Would you go and fetch it for your grandfather?
Oh. Of course, but...
The adults need to talk. Old trick of the trade. One sip and everything we tell her becomes inadmissible in court.
I see. Very clever, Chairman. Is allowed to drink sake?
I don't know. Why won't you let me drink champagne?
An entire champagne tower.
What the hell's wrong with you? Of course he can't drink. The ceremony of it all, damn it.
He gets a little cup of Sprite.
Yeah.
Understood. I'll go retrieve it right away.
Plot twist, the sake is actually Sprite. Have one of those layabouts that were in here fetch you a ladder first. Make them earn their keep for once. Put on a suit and pair of glasses and you think you can just stand there for the rest of your career, you lazy. Read your damn emails if you got nothing better to do.
Should we be seated a certain way, or...
There is no cask of sake.
Oh.
I wanted some sake.
Then the strategy of becoming intoxicated in order to avoid...
I feel like he is going to tell us something. I
Yeah.
made that up. He just does not want to do it in front of Bakoto. You're the lawyer. Do you have any truth to what I said? No need for tricks like that. Attorney-client privilege already binds my hands. I'm working for House Ikariya right now, Sarah. I mean, hell. Bakoto could confess to me that he's a mass murderer and I wouldn't be able to tell a soul.
So then, why did you send Makoto away, Mr. Chairman, sir?
I want to walk the gardens.
Are we supposed to follow him?
He left that part unsaid.
How can you tell? She's just like me for real.
For real.
The
Hey,
autism.
yeah. Hey, quick strategy meeting. You know what a butler is, right? Uh-oh. Now the butler tech comes into play. Yeah, Makoto definitely isn't now. I'm glad you have such an appreciation for attorney-client privilege, sir. Makes these conversations go much smoother.
If you trust privilege so much, why don't you trust your grandson to be here?
Don't kid yourself, Copper. That boy's the future of this family. If I didn't trust him, there would be no point to any of this. Everything I've built. Dynasties aren't dynasties unless you manage to actually pass them down. What you've built in the last 30 years is undeniably impressive. Must have required astonishing brutality. Progress is brutality, and history is unkind to the gentle. Is that why you orchestrated the fall of the leaves, to get your name in the history books? Orchestrated. So grand. So full of it. That's a vape he's holding, right? We knocked on their doors, and when they opened them, we shot them. Looked up at them on the street and split their stomachs wide. Pulled up beside them and let loose full auto on their limos. It's like the end of the Godfather. Wasn't anything as complicated as orchestrated.
Yeah, I looked it up. That is what a jewel looks like.
Ah.
Oh.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hang on.
Yep. Take the screenshots.
Good stuff.
January 25th. The type O positive. Occupation CEO, Ikariya Financial Group. Yes. Likes bodybuilding, archery, bonsai. Dislikes phones at the dinner table.
Scold me more.
Undefeated at enjoying spicy food. Smells like cedar, tobacco, iron, and dried blood. Handshake vice-like, yes. Grip me.
That's a smell I like.
Grip me, sir. Grip me tightly. And my uncle named me his successor for it.
The Bluebloods weren't even able to put up a fight?
They were worried about handshake events and social media perception. Thought that their friends in high places would be there when they needed them. Thought they had already won. So how'd you get away with it? Good timing. No one notices a leaky faucet in a downpour. This was right before the Red Decade got underway. Once the border started locking up, there was no chance of reinforcements. We never saw it coming. No, there was a bubble. Think things would get that bad. So they always say, the losers.
Yes.
The scapegoats paraded in front of the courts and cameras to meekly reassure the national audience that, no, you couldn't have done anything. You did everything right. So did we. We're all victims of uncontrollable market forces here. Stale bread for a piss-poor circus. But a pity party instead of proper gladiators. I saw the signs. More importantly, I didn't ignore them. Droughts from heaven. The grain in the storehouses. There'd only be room for one family of thieves in this city. I made sure it was mine. Last call. All aboard. Everything you've built since then. Renogen, Audio Holdings, the legitimate half you're so proud of. That was the easy part, actually. Re-privatizing an industry is tricky business. How do you break up a state-controlled monopoly into a healthy, diverse, and competitive private marketplace?
Oh.
Dunno. I'll let you know if we ever pull it off. The shit show they did go with was easily gamed. Oh. Sprinkle some cash in the right bureaucrats' pockets and we were able to snap up entire economies. Wholesale. We being the nobility. For your screenshotting pleasure. Live and in color.
Thank you.
In the meantime, we will take a sip.
Oh, yay.
Gotta sleep night night. Good night, Dark. Thanks for hanging out.
Mhm. Yeah, if Sosuke is the little lord, I don't think that anyone on either side of the conflict would like us just saying that in court.
Yeah. Would not be ideal. Alright. Bring you right back. There we go. That's the term you prefer.
Adonai, why is he confessing?
Attorney-client privilege. He's not confessing, Sarah. This is bragging. Mr. Ikariya, I'm not looking to take up too much of your time, but perhaps you could help me understand something. The inciting incident, as they say.
In screenwriting.
They say it elsewhere, too, probably. A year ago, you extended an olive branch to the Bluebloods over Nirvana. Was it genuine? My curiosity was genuine. Not your financing. Simply it fell apart when Makoto was attacked. It fell apart because those first gens and young bloods of theirs are hot-headed idiots who can't follow orders. I expected as much, so I ordered my hound to be present, on standby.
But he didn't assassinate anyone that day, did he?
No. Instead, Sosuke stepped in front of a blade that was headed for Makoto. He's been guarding the boy with his life ever since.
Was that your order as well?
My order, yeah. Not my idea. I'm the patriarch, not a dictator. If my sweet siblings and darling nieces and nephews make an earnest request, who am I to refuse?
You had to be pressured into letting Sosuke guard Makoto?
Interesting.
Weren't you concerned about Makoto's safety?
Of course I was. I just know the best place for the queen is on the attack, not hopping around the king's sides blocking checks. Hey, chess metaphor, help me out.
Enemies can sacrifice themselves, but there's only one queen, and she has by far the most mobility. This is because women rule.
Real.
It is better to keep her out in the open, ideally near the center of the field, where she can attack freely, at least assuming you subscribe to...
Okay, got it. I don't need an endgame lesson. But
Subscribe to Don Don Patapon on twitch.tv.
But here's the question. Why have the Bluebloods kept trying to capture Makoto for over a year now? Because of some hot-tempered idiots. What's your answer? Why do you think they would want to capture our little Makotan? Thinking.
I am assuming revenge, but...
I think that's the surface level? Plan B was Prop 492. Plan A is the Little Lord. What if we say his blood? I feel like revenge is the surface level answer. Ransom we can't really believe in because Hana pretty much disproved it. My vote is for his blood.
Yeah, I kind of want to see where Morgan takes that.
Yeah.
Because she's clearly thought about it way more than I have.
Ah. If they were literally out for Makoto's blood, they'd want a steady supply. Yet I suggested they'd try for an arranged marriage down the line, but Kim didn't seem interested in anything of the sort. Okay, bet. Let's see what they have to say about the ransom. To Makoto captive, they could extort the Ikariya for a king's ransom. Once, that the Ikariya would make them pay in every other way. And even if the price tag was big enough to ease all the Bluebloods' woes, the resulting gang war would drain the coffers all the same. You can easily kill for money, and to take Makoto hostage.
Is it for no reason?
I guess so.
Just because they are bored?
Yeah. Well, unless the answer is that they weren't after Makoto.
You think maybe Sosuke was the original target?
I think so. They wouldn't want to capture Makoto. They don't. Certain mama said as much to my face. They'd much rather kill your soul. Oh, I forgot. That was like half-hour ago. I already forgot about that part.
Yeah.
They'd much rather kill your soul heir than capture him. That's what I'd do. Ain't any heirs left.
But then, why keep attacking Makoto, if not to capture and kill him?
Their goal's never been Makoto. Just that every time they've gone after their goal, Makoto's been there.
You mean...
But another way, risk of an operation is what the operation accomplishes. They've been trying to capture Sosuke for over a year. Today, they finally succeeded. You think those idiot punks wanted to take my hound alive? I don't think. I know. Because that's literally what they did. Captured Sosuke and brought him down to the lower wards. Torture him. Idiots. They don't talk after the third. Never talk at all. Goddamn young noobs and their torture.
I want him to perform actions on me. The third what?
It wasn't just any Bluebloods that tortured him. It was a pod led by a young blood named Creek.
Adonai, answer me!
The third what? The third what? Young, old, bound by blood or water, they're all the same scum. As you say, but I've learned that there are some pretty big ideological rifts among that scum. The young bloods captured him, no doubt on Old Guard orders. Just an hour ago, an Old Guard was asking after Sosuke's health. They didn't want him harmed. A generous interpretation. I'm guessing the young bloods knew that, but they tortured him anyways. Well, because they wanted to know why they've been repeatedly ordered to capture him. Out with it. Why would they want my hound? What the Bluebloods want ultimately is simple. So simple that my android can answer this one.
Tell him, Naegi.
Yeah, tell them, sir. What the Bluebloods need right now? Anything.
A lot of money? Without which they can't invest in legalized nirvana.
That's a shame, that. But we'll be happy to pick up where they left off. At a time when they need money, they're throwing their young bloods at capturing Sosuke. Ergo, capturing Sosuke must open a path for them to get their hands on lots of cash.
Yeah, I love that smile.
It is so good. I found myself thinking about what Morgan's Danganronpa thinking time minigame would look like. Would she be doing the just vehicular manslaughter V3?
Yes.
Except literal. Not good. My. I look away for a few days and suddenly my hound skyrocketed in value. Who do I have to think? Who raised the price on his head to such a degree?
But what about Sosuke makes him so valuable? Blood.
Skill set? Least bounty, obviously. Who raised the price on Sosuke's head? You did. 30 years ago, you made him irreplaceable when you killed everyone else who shares a drop of his blood. Yep, we're pretty much saying it without saying it.
Yeah. Sosuke, the little lord?
Last descendant of the Bluebloods' ruling families, and the only person on Earth who can get them back their fortunes. Hell of a shot in the dark. You gonna deny it? Sarah, when did the attacks, supposedly on Makoto, begin?
About a year ago.
What else happened about a year ago?
A meeting between the Bluebloods and the Ikariya that fell into chaos.
Makoto made it out
Find
without...
something out then?
Makoto made it out without a scratch. Because Sosuke stepped in front of a blade from him.
Oh.
They got his blood.
They got his blood.
I can assume that Sosuke's an impressive martial artist.
It's very well-defined pectorals and collarbones.
This is true, thank you, Sarah. But even he must have left blood on the floor that day. So they... Trying to remember the term. What was this? GFA, right? In person with the sample acquired from the person in question, right? So they have his blood, but they need him too. Live blood sample, so person there. Yeah.
Oh.
They literally need him to go and withdraw the money. Yeah, he bled that day. It's not as if he bled blue. You're telling me the old god could just smell the resemblance? He didn't need intuition or guesswork. Their private security organization, Sinus, is in the business of securing crime scenes, cleaning them up, and performing paternity tests. Could have been a whim. Could have been they were hoping to match him to DNA left at other hound attacks. Who knows? Pay good money to have been a fly on their wall when they saw the results.
His reaction to this information is not very strong.
Must be expected. I've just told him a bunch of information that he already knew.
So he knew Sosuke was the little lord, and Makoto doesn't.
That chess metaphor you used a minute ago might have sounded like solid reasoning if I actually played. Unfortunately for you, I find the game boring. So it struck me as very odd that a grandfather like you, equal parts doting and calculating, ever place his heir's safety below concerns as vague as optimal play. You didn't object to Sosuke guarding Makoto because you wanted to keep your hound. Just couldn't convince the rest of the house it was a bad idea without revealing who Sosuke truly is.
So his various nieces and nephews and siblings didn't know about them?
Right.
Why keep them in the dark? If Sosuke was the real target and would keep getting attacked...
Yeah. Like, you remember... How much you know about Tales of the Abyss?
Oh, yeah, I love that game!
Yeah. It feels like a situation with Guy.
Ah.
Tales of the Abyss. Like, literally... part of a noble house himself, the last survivor, rescued, quote-unquote rescued, by Luke's father, and raised under their watch. Like, definitely no one but Luke's father, and the older folks there knew. So he's definitely... like, he orchestrated the fall of the leaves and all the blood surrounding it. I wonder why he kept Sosuke. That feels like a genuine, lingering question here. Why keep
It's not like he's made any sort of move to try to access the bank account.
Yeah. It would be kind of hilarious if the bank account has already been drained, but...
Fran did it. And having him guard Makoto would actually be putting Makoto in danger.
So the Hound was doing Hound power play crimes before that. Then we have the meeting with Bluebloods where Makoto was attacked because Makoto was there. And Sosuke defended him. The rest of the family said, hey, Gramps.
Surprise, son!
Yeah. The rest of the Ikariya said, hey, put him on Makoto just in case. They obviously want Makoto dead. So put our best man on Makoto. And Sosuke and Daisuke was sitting here thinking, that's only going to make them attack Makoto more. By proxy.
I'll be your best bodyguard, gang.
Yeah. You know, bonsai. Like miniature trees, but they aren't. Shrubs. Condition it to look like a miniature tree. Pruning it daily until it stops trying to grow into what it's meant to be. Instead lives as what you want it to be. Bluebloods 30 years to figure out my scheme and you solved it in, what, 8 hours? You deserve a toast. Now I wish that sake was in the storeroom. Instead, as a reward for your effort, I'll give you a story. 30 years ago, I saw the future. Statistics or stock prices or consumer confidence indexes. Saw it in people's eyes. Fear and delusion. Sticking feeling that maybe everything really is made of bullshit and seafoam. That if you ever stop to look down at it, you'll fall through to the bottom. Warn people, they won't believe you. Strangle you to death for implying their boat might have a leak. The one thing to do in times like those. Vantage. For 1 year we pulled back. No resistance, no bargaining. That the Bluebloods hungrily swallow what we had left behind. 1 full year we withdrew and waited and sharpened our knives. 1 year of preparation for 1 weekend in August. Hottest August on record. Left all the goddamn windows open. So it went fast. We'd show up, get to work, leave the mess for whoever cared to see it, and drive up to the next address. I did 22 myself. Even if you asked me back then, I couldn't tell you the first thing about any of them. That is cold as hell. Except for the 22nd. Ooh. Oh, is this young Daisuke? Also good. Also, goddamn. This man is so hot.
I think I have COVID.
She had firm eyes. Cold eyes. No, not that harsh. Cool eyes. Condensation on steel. Ooh. She was very brave. When I came at her, she blinked. Not even upset, just exasperated. I neglected to hold the door for her. Mouth was dry. Like I hadn't spoken all day.
Fell in love at first sight.
Had to clear my throat to speak up so she could hear me over the babbling of the river she'd fled to. Shots in the distance. Went to ask her why. Why out here? Why not a panic room? Why she was wearing a medical gown and why her thighs were covered in holy shit, she just gave birth.
She literally just gave birth?
God damn. Instead, I just asked, why aren't you afraid? She said, I can't be afraid. I'm a mom now. Always liked that answer. The pistol stopped ringing in my ears and I heard the baby wailing in the bushes. Inspired. In our family going back centuries that the eldest child be guarded from birth by a nursemaid, typically from a branch family. Wife will be due soon in the Hayakawa clan. Fortunate casualty of that month. It's an opening. Expertly done. Why let him live?
And I?
Oh? So that I could invent the little lord. Oh.
To give them hope so that he could crush it?
Oh.
Oh.
build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. You started the rumor about a survivor. So long as those fools still had hope they could reclaim their former glory, they'd never rallied themselves into chipping away at ours. Capitalism. And if they ever did become a real threat again, I'd have the world's most valuable hostage ready to put them back in check. You turned your enemy's last hope into a meat shield for your family, eventually your personal attack doll. That was just a bonus. The heir had come of age, and so had Sosuke. He's free to choose any career in the family business at that point. Became the Hound of his own accord. I'm
Quote
sure...
unquote family.
Quote unquote.
It's just...
Why aren't you afraid? I just gave birth. I am too tired to be afraid. Real and powerful. I love her. Irrelevant at the end of the day.
What?
It helps me understand why the Bluebloods have done what they have, but it doesn't put me any closer to proving Sosuke's innocence.
But Sosuke is their little lord. If we tell people, won't that change anything?
For starters, we won't have any of this in court. Of course not. Exactly, go telling the court about my exploits 30 years ago. Not when we have attorney-client privilege.
But if you use their influence, if you reach out to the Bluebloods...
Why? We'll work together to set Sosuke free. I killed everyone he could ever consider family, Copper. Besides a few old crooks waiting to die, anyone who shares a drop of his blood is in the ground. To them put there by me.
I want him to put me in the ground.
Did all that to sink the Bluebloods. Now they're finally ready to die. You got to throw them a lifeline just to protect one man. Keep one man out of prison. That's right. I'm not allowed to disclose anything I've learned here without his express permission. Complicate the tax suit against my family terribly if it came out that I lied about a blood relation, wouldn't it? Sosuke's in the will, after all. Oh no. That's the law. Didn't mean to run you in circles, honestly. Virgin have wasted your time unearthing any of this. That's what I get for relying on him to deliver a message, I suppose.
You're the one who wanted me to keep my... sorry,
Whoop! Sorry.
What happened there? I don't know.
I don't know. That's okay. You're the
I
one
was simply possessed by the spirit of the morgue.
Understandable. There's so much hot going around tonight. You're the one who wanted me to keep my investigation limited. Thought you'd get the picture and hurry up and make a plea deal. Negotiate the charges down to manslaughter. Get this all squared away so we can focus on fighting this I nearly read that as damn adult. Fighting this damn audit.
Audit? Yosuke's on trial for his life. And Makoto cares about him, but he was always meant to be sacrificed, huh?
Yeah. Sosuke's sworn to protect this family with his life. I'm respecting his wishes. If he does go to prison, the Bluebloods will die knowing their little lord is alive. But permanently beyond their reach, rotting in a cell for killing their own men in defense of their own worst enemy. I can see why you wouldn't mind that outcome. A hostage that you're never willing to sacrifice isn't a hostage, just a babysitting gig. Spared his life 30 years ago. This doesn't even cover his interest. Oof.
So, Sosuke's always just been a tool for you? A hostage you'd protect until the perfect use came along.
Yeah, they're not trying to... I mean, really, they're not trying to, bring Sosuke into the family, but they have his blood. They need him to get their money. Yeah, to crack the authentication on the account, they need him. They need to take the core of the authentication is to live blood sample from him. And the username and password. Yeah. So always wondered. Tools appreciate that part. When they're used properly. What do you think, Copper? Does Sosuke
I want him to use me.
Does Sosuke have any complaints? He can use me as a tool anytime.
Use me like one of your items. Doesn't make sense.
Ah.
Sosuke is a veteran. He served in the military. Did you grant your hostage permission to go risk his life for his country instead of you? Oh.
It's not like he was one of those Minutemen they throw at walls. He was never in any real danger.
What about as your hound? In the assassination and infiltration missions, he could have died during any of them. Why let your perfect hostage, your obedient tool, take on such dangerous work? Are you being tsundere, as they say? Why give him your last name? Why let him live under your roof, raise him like a son?
Yeah, she's cooking.
I trust him with protecting the life of your son, your grandson. Why are you lying and pretending you don't?
Pardon my android's outburst, sir. I'll adjust her conversational parameters later. Don't bother. Ooh! Just rip its voice box out entirely if it's gonna speak over a man under his own roof. Oof. Goddamn Copper. The furniture will be telling me what I feel about my own damn family. Raise him like a son. What bullshit. I have no son. Counselor, do your damn job and tell Sosuke to do his. Now.
I'm sorry. That wasn't very butler-like behavior just now.
It's fine. It was a good play in that moment.
Do you think he meant that?
Don't know.
Do you think he meant it when he said he had no son?
Makoto was Daisuke's grandson. He has no sons, then the previous heir that Sosuke grew up guarding must have been...
Makoto's mother. That makes sense because, as established, his bio dad's name was Raphael, I think?
Ah.
Mie-sama!
You know what that means.
Yes!
She is here. It's safe to assume everyone in your family has severe trust issues.
I have no issues with trust myself.
That is not the game music, Twin. That is the theme of Mirai from the Caligula Effect overdose.
Who is also so hot.
This is true.
But as you've seen, the house has very particular preferences when it comes to information siloing.
Fancy words. You could have just told me who you are.
I told you my name and my position in the house to...
Similar
Bill?
facial expressions. Similar facial expressions. Also, yes.
Is it relevant that I'm married, that I'm a mother? Should I be flattered?
Yes. I am.
I am looking.
I am kneeling. You told me you work for Arya Holdings. You didn't mention you're at least the second most powerful member of the house.
If I had to tell people that, it wouldn't really be true, would it?
You could have told me your relation to Sosuke. He guarded you every day of your life up until you were...
19. They were childhood friends?
Oh! 19. He's your goddamn brother. The message you wanted me to pass along. You see a way out. Take it. wanted him to try and make a deal with the Bluebloods to get out from under the house.
Oh! If Sosuke merely gave them what they wanted, I'm sure there would be dozens of Bluebloods ready to confess to the crimes he is accused of.
Yeah, if it may not be relevant to Morgan, but it is relevant to us. So you knew. If he thought he could pass the message, that means Sosuke.
He's not an unintelligent man. And he chooses to stand by Ikariya anyway.
Oh.
Really stubborn. Not all the most frustrating things.
What do the Bluebloods want from Sosuke precisely? A blood donation?
One sample will not suffice. They need to be able to validate their accounts or whatever called for.
Sosuke Heathcliff coded. Yes, I agree. Daily blood donations, then.
I told you, the old guard want to become nobility. That they cement alliances amongst the aristocracy of old. They want Sosuke to marry?
Oh.
The old guard are old. Sosuke's already got as much blue in his veins as they could ask for. Don't need him to marry into them, they need him to marry into power.
Huh. Not the worst thing to have asked of you.
Have you ever been in an arranged marriage? Don't call it a gift.
Real and true. You were the heir apparent up until Makoto was born. But all that time, Sosuke was your bodyguard.
And driver. Poison taster, though that would most often entail me giving him concoctions to try.
Oh no.
Get you a woman who can cook. His assignment actually ended when I married.
Subtracting Makoto's age, that had to have been over a decade ago. So he joined the military the moment he didn't have to shadow you anymore. After he got back, he asked to become the Hound. I must really hate guard duty.
I'm getting a vibe here. Don, are you also getting a specific vibe? The vibe of we're not blood related. Oh god.
Heathcliff coded. And Mirai is his captain.
He must.
Back for a moment. Your father didn't want to be uncovering Sosuke's parentage. Yep. Most likely because he didn't want Sosuke to know the strength of his own bargaining position. But you told me to pass Sosuke a message that he'd only understand if he already knew who his parents were. So how long has he known? And how long have you known that he's known? And how long has he known that you've known that he's known? And how long have you known that he's known that you've known that he's known?
And I'm Yuffie. When did Daisuke cease knowing he knows who knows what? Around the time Sosuke left for the military.
Well, the thing to find out at your entrance, physical.
It was before he left for the military, actually.
Are we sure we know Makoto's father? I don't think there's enough doubt. I get the vibe, but I don't know if there's enough doubt to bring that into question.
Yeah, I don't think that Sosuke would engage in premarital sex.
Right.
He seems really honor-coded like that.
Yeah.
That influenced his decision?
And plus, knowing, being loyal to the Ikariya, that would probably ultimately win out over,
any feelings he would have for his adoptive sister.
Yeah, and her incoming arranged marriage. Sosuke finds out he could be the richest man in the city, and then he wants to risk dying in battle. Quite the guilty class consciousness.
I don't know exactly what did or didn't influence his decision to join the military back then. You'd have to ask him.
Sosuke constantly flip-flopping on Chris's cool guy scale. Honestly fair.
I apologize for any gaps in knowledge you've had to work around. But hopefully you now understand how delicate of a situation you found yourself in.
Yes, I can smell the explosives in here. The fuse is sizzling. Just don't get why no one's gone over to stomp them out.
If Sosuke's known the whole time why the Bluebloods wanted to capture him, why didn't he tell us?
Because he's a stubborn man working for a highly secretive family. Now, that I get. What I don't get is why he didn't defect the moment he learned the truth.
Who knows? I'll have to work out the rest with him. I've given you all the aid my position allows. I suppose it was kind of you to share information with us at all. Be in charge of the legitimate side of your family. You don't have any connection with this incident yourself.
It's just unlocked, so... No connection with this incident. That's not quite accurate. Oh.
Pardon?
You do have a connection to this case, even if you yourself don't realize it. I found a note by the body of the Blueblood who took Sosuke captive.
It is what the M is.
Oh! It read M. Ikariya.
This was one of the men who attacked my son. I'd imagine a note with his name is the least of what you found.
We can disprove at this point that it was Makoto, because they didn't want anything to do with Makoto. Alive, at least. They've never been after your son, not once. It's always been about capturing Sosuke, and Makoto's just been in the crossfire.
Which Sosuke knows, which explains his reluctance to accept the responsibility of guarding Makoto.
So I seriously doubt this dead man was interested in Makoto Ikariya. Mira Ikariya, however,
has no relation to the world that dead man lived in.
There.
That was decided the day she was born.
But you do have a relation to Renijin. Okay, were we cooking? Would have mentioned your family was given one seat on the board as a show of respect. Take it as a deception, too. You may have let Renijin go public, but you've never given up control of it. The rest of the board must be your family's puppets. That doesn't matter. What matters is what Renijin makes, and the price it charges.
Renijin is best known for the patenting of methamphetamine.
Patent,
which expired years ago. Plenty of other companies making it now.
Yet the price hasn't gone down.
The invisible hand sets price where it will.
Sure, but this is your invisible hand. A normal corporation couldn't strong-arm its competitors into keeping prices high. That'd be operating as a cartel. The reincarnation of the Ikariya drug cartel would know exactly how to go about that without getting caught. Yeah, the way she looked when she says that was decided the day she was born makes me think, Father, I crave violence.
Please let her do a violence.
She may have done a violence.
If that were true, it'd be much easier than you make it out to be. The right email signature, the right package delivered to the right address, the right look. These executive types scare easy when the perceived threat is anything bordering on the physical. Of course, it helps that the end result is we all profit immensely. But yes, methamphetamine is very lucrative. What of it?
A dead man, Creek. A brother with expensive tuition and TAD.
Type 2 abnormal diabetes?
Oh, we finally get a code here. Subtype of diabetes. Discovered in the mid-21st century. Characterized by the body's inability to regulate its own blood glucose. Type 1, genetic factors. Type 2, diet and exercise. Type 3, 2A is, childhood exposure to specific artificial sweeteners and cannot be reversed seemingly. Not well understood. Increased prevalence in urban food deserts. Diet and exercise, even then. Peripheral neuropathy. Overall fatigue can be debilitating. Formulin. Cost of is a well-known issue, particularly in urban communities with high youth populations. Regen's original patent expired. Their generic versions' prices remain high. Drugs produced by direct competitors. Regen have maintained that it's sold at the proper market value, as suggested that state-mandated quality control processes are to blame for the inflated costs. Wild. Users also frequently searched for it. Tingling sensation, fingers, why? How to get health insurance. What does health insurance actually even do? Some days that's a very good question. He'll need metformin for the rest of his life.
Then he really ought to choose a proper insurance plan, don't you think?
Those aren't cheap, lady. I don't get the impression that family member coverage is a benefit the Bluebloods offer.
I suppose even the Mob Act has its limits.
Yes, she's one of the people I want to fist fight thanks to work. Very fair.
Yes, one could find the name of M. Ikariya in relation to the Renogen board if they looked hard enough. So, you think this Creek individual was going to threaten me?
The Old Bloods wanted to capture Sosuke to bring him in and get their money. The Young Bloods wanted to capture Sosuke and figure out why the Old Bloods wanted him. And when they got his name, they got Ikariya, Creek probably latched on to the Mire connection, given their family relation.
How much of me went on the street with a knife, a gun?
MILF privileges will not protect you from these hands for patience. Good.
Wouldn't get within 100 meters.
I don't doubt that. And the rest of this is speculation, but I just wanted to contact you.
I would have been even less likely to succeed. So you truly don't care that his brother needs this medicine? Sosuke's like a brother to you, hopefully. And you've gone out of your way to try to help him, even when you stand to gain nothing from it. Yes, but I wouldn't expect my enemies to be impressed by the effort. How do you feel if they laughed at your effort?
Sarah is cooking today. My apologies. New android. Still adapting the conversation.
You know what we sold back before Renogen? Before the facade of nobility, back when we were the Ikariya cartel?
Opioids?
Yes. It was still illegal back then. Not for everyone. Take the exact same compounds, put them in an extended release pill, fill it at the pharmacy. That's just pain management.
Oh, sick.
It's all the same poison. Equally addictive whether you get it from a dealer or a doctor. Have you ever seen someone go through opioid withdrawal?
It's bad.
Like taking a wine opener to your stomach for 7 days straight, they testified. Something like that keeps people alive. Slowly, it replaces them with something unrecognizable. A loving parent would steal from their own child if they thought it could buy them release from that kind of pain. Painkillers. What a joke. Does Renogen produce painkillers? No, we do not. People die if they don't get the medicine they need, and I'm sure their family mourns them. But addicts buy a little more every day of their life until the day they finally fade out forever. Their family feels disgusted with themselves for breathing a sigh of relief. Ooh. Plenty of kinds of evil in this world, little girl. Plenty to choose from. For real people like us, if you don't choose, the choice is made for you.
Stare down.
Wipe that look off your face and access the following address. Finnegan.main.financing.prescription financing options.out-of-pocket.apply. You have that memorized? But this portal is not listed or linked to anywhere on the site, I know, but it still works fine. By law, we have to have it, but we can't be blamed if the website's poorly designed.
Oh my god.
Oh, if you know any despondent crybaby college students looking for coupons to help pay for medication, is this family tsundere? You might want to start there.
Oh god, the most despicable kind of tsundere. we designed our corporate website to hide all the legally mandated affordability options, but
she feels sorry for
fine.
this kid.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
Thank you. First, does this reinstate a couple of her MILF rights?
One MILF right reinstated. Oh, I got an achievement for that.
Don't thank me. Don't. Can't stand it. Just save Sosuke's life.
Don't know how you pulled that off.
Hadn't I? They do consistently refer to themselves as a house.
Off the clock, yes. Okay.
Perhaps they simply value family more than you think.
Hi, Sosuke.
Hey, Sosuke, what are your feelings about Mirei?
We have important questions we need answered.
So, where should we begin?
Oh, what do you mean? Afraid I don't have anything new to tell you. Stubborn about all the most frustrating things, was it? I'm your lawyer, Sosuke. We're sworn to always do what's best for our clients, their rights, and their privacy. To an extent that many consider extreme, we are unable to disclose incriminating or otherwise problematic information that our clients give to us, no matter the circumstances. This whole system is designed to benefit the defendant. So it really upsets me when I find out that my clients are lying to me about vital information that could help me save their lives. If you're troubled by my nature of my work as the Hound, you're adopted. Yes, from the Hayakawa. That's bullshit. You know it, I know it. People whose opinions you respect know it. Fine. All members of the military have extensive DNA samples on record. If I subpoena... Alright, stop! Just stop.
Does the military keep all members' DNA on record?
If they don't, it would be a surprising divergence from the overall surveillance. I don't know. Probably, right? Yes, I know what you're are referring to. Even before I knew, I did wonder.
If you've known about your real family for more than a decade, why haven't you ever...
Because it doesn't matter.
The Ikariya is his real family.
Aye. Try telling that to the Bluebloods. They've been risking a gang war for over 30 years trying to get to you. That's their choice. There's nothing to do with me. How could you... I'm appalled, Sosuke. How could a brave soldier serving the House of Ikariya allow violence to continue when he knows he could stop it? Ooh. Okay, well played. A worthy attempt, counselor. Sorry. Guess I'm not used to having to persuade people to act in their own best interest. Or that of their family. Family? The Ikariya raised me, fed me, taught me how to read, write, walk. They gave me a home. Purpose. They're using you. They need me. They've got a funny way of showing it. I owe everything to them. Nothing to the dead. They're only dead because the man you call a father murdered them. That a long time ago to people I've never met. Now forgive me if I'm short on empathy for complete strangers. Aunts, uncles, cousins, parents, siblings. Can't call them complete strangers, Sosuke. Can't I? The Ikariya are my family. Nothing will change that. Nothing ever could. Let's test that. Pardon? The state thinks you murdered a cop, then make sure no one ever thinks of following your example. Repeat that. The full brunt of the police state is about to fall directly on the back of your neck. Hammer. Nail. I'm not afraid of prison. You ever been in one? What? No, they shave you. What? When you're convicted, they shave you. For hygiene. It's not for hygiene. Are you talking about that virtual work release thing? It's for skull caps? And by the way, they don't do that to people. The man in chains, strip him naked, sew his mouth shut, he'll still recognize himself in the mirror. He's still a person. Shave his head, give him a uniform, make him sit in the dark with 500 others who've been treated the same. He starts to forget that he's a person. After you're so bored you're seeing constellations in concrete, after you're scratching your skin raw just to feel something new, that's when they ask if you'd like a job. After people stop being people. That's goddamn terrifying.
This is Sarah's first time learning this.
Yeah, she looks appropriately terrified. Ah! Hey there! Due to ongoing controversy following the suspected suicide of inmate Jay Gillay, search results for this term are temporarily blocked. Read more about how we cooperate with authorities to combat disinformation here.
Yay!
That feels terrifyingly specific, Morgan. How could you ever know any of that? A defense attorney, Sosuke. Who else gets to see the inside of a prison and walk away afterwards? Would have sent me himself, so you never actually took your one phone call, did you? Aye. Take my phone and call Hana Kim. Bluebloods will volunteer on a fall guide to confess to these crimes and you'll walk away free. After which you'll become one of the richest men in the city overnight. It's not.
If you're at all curious, I've done some calculations to estimate the extent of your familial holdings. The number is quite remarkable. Not as high as mine, though. Oh, I suppose I haven't taken taxes into account.
No one's asking you to abandon the Ikariya. You'd become their greatest ally. Together, your families would know exactly what would happen if I made that deal. Won't do it. Why the hell not?
Why not, Sosuke?
We're getting a few small details involved in this process. Namely, disowning the people who raised me my entire life. Claiming myself before the world as the son of people I've been fighting since I was a teenager. How shameless do you think I am? Daisuke, he raised me like his own son in return. I can't throw away the name he gave me just for goddamn money. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons. They will follow you into the deepest valley. Is that it? Would rather rot in prison as an Ikariya than live in luxury as a Blueblood? Gladly. Sarah Lime. This is my answer, Morgan. If you try and use my parentage in the trial tomorrow, I'll dismiss you as my counsel. Change my plea to guilty. If that's your answer. And that's your answer. You're the client. What you say goes. Right? So if you somehow last another night without the cops smothering you in your sleep, some kind of strategy when you go into court tomorrow. Of course we will. And what are your thoughts on the matter? Would have found a window of opportunity. Chance that someone other than you had the means, motive, and opportunity to commit these crimes. If you remembered anything else about your captivity, maybe over it again and I extrapolate somewhat, or a lot. We'll need to be prepared when you're going to be called to the stand tomorrow. All I need to do is keep silent, right? Better not. I'll be the one asking the questions.
You're going to call him to testify?
What do you expect me to say up there? I want you to tell the truth, of course. I want you to tell the court exactly how you were set free. Okay, interesting. Oh.
Are we thinking this is a good place to leave off?
This feels like a good place to leave off, I think. Let's see. Here I save. Well, Reyes didn't get to go undercover. Maybe next time.
Not on your devices. Is this some Wuthering Heights stuff?
Yeah. Oh, excited to get to Head Empty London. I gotta put my daughter back on now. Alright.
Yahoo!
Vote.
Let's go!
Let's go! I want Sarah to get to know Mario. How was I set free? Heartbreak freed you. I mean, who knows? Yeah, vote on your devices. Is this some Wuthering Heights stuff? Yes, no. As we find